and Kirk.
They always let me know from the beginning that they were going to, build this universe. I love what the script was like, and I love what Timo, our director, did with it. And Bob is just a natural, talented writer, and he really writes from his heart and from what he knows.
That's so interesting that you knew going in they were going to expand the universe. So is that a big part of the decision making too, or you're like, okay, this is a big commitment, another one?
No, I was looking forward to it because, there's just a way he writes this family touches me. It's the way he reveals the ins and outs of this relationship with his wife. And there's such dignity in the way they both are admit to failure and support each other in being the person that they need to be in order to make this family happy.
Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
This is a Fox News alert. Charlie Kirk has been shot. I'm Lisa Brady. We are just getting word that the conservative commentator Charlie Kirk was shot during an event at Utah Valley University. There is no word yet on his condition. Kirk is the co-founder and executive director of Turning Point USA. Former Utah Congressman Jason Chaffetz, who was attending that event, says he can't confirm seeing any blood, but that he did hear the shot and that he saw Kirk fall backward. This was while he was taking questions from the crowd. Again, Charlie Kirk shot during an event at Utah Valley University. There is no word yet on the condition of the conservative commentator. The man charged in the stabbing death of a Ukrainian refugee on a North Carolina train is blaming material in his body, telling his sister in a jailhouse recording obtained by the Daily Mail.
I don't have nothing. They just lashed out on her. That's what happened. They lashed out on her. Whoever was working the material, they lashed out on.
DeCarlos Brown Jr. also suggesting it wouldn't be like him to attack someone for no reason. He's facing state and federal charges after 14 prior arrests and a history of mental health issues. Family members say his mother had tried to have him involuntarily committed. A jury is chosen to hear the federal trial of Ryan Ruth, who's accused of plotting to kill the president on a Florida golf course last year during the presidential campaign. Ruth is representing himself. Opening statements are now expected tomorrow in that case. Again, recapping our top story, we've just had word that Charlie Kirk, the conservative commentator, co-founder, and executive director of Turning Point USA, has been shot during an event at Utah Valley University. There is no word yet on his condition. America is listening to Fox News.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Well, look out. Look out for the freaking Democrats. Now, obviously, a terrorist organization in America. And it's only me. It's only the Kimmer with Pete Davis, sidekick, producer, sports raconteur extraordinaire, and the mechanical mangler at your controls. And that's Flounder. It's a little hump day action. Charlie Kirk shot giving a speech at Utah Valley University. And look at there's video. I'm looking at it right now. He looks like me. Yeah, the idiot's wearing shorts, and he's got white hair, bald with white ring hair stuff, wearing glasses. And, looks like a baby boomer and, typical freaking, probably one of the guys who was singing We Shall Overcome at the latest ice roundup or something. These freaking people, it's unbelievable. And there's, anyway.
So tolerant on the left.
Charlie Kirk shot, it looked like shot in the neck. He reached for his neck, much like Donald Trump did. Ironically, it's the same move when Donald Trump grabbed the right side of his face. Charlie Kirk grabbed the right side of his neck and moved back, and that's apparently where he got shot. Now, again, he's alive. Last we know, he's in the hospital, and that's all we know. We don't know the condition. Obviously, I don't know what to tell you other than this freaking guy. They caught him. He was right. By the way, he obviously couldn't have expected to get away if he was right there. Yeah, I mean, there's no indication that it was a 500-yard long shot sniper rifle thing or something. I don't know. We don't know yet, so we'll keep you posted. But again, I mean, and who's Charlie Kirk? He's not an elected official. He's a podcaster and a social media commentator. He's not. I mean, he's not like. He's not an official anything. He's a very popular guy who does commentary and gives speeches, and he has a website. And he has a company, Turning Point USA, and they do
challenges the left.
Yeah, but he's just a thing. He's just a part
free
of American
speech,
guy.
Free speech.
Yeah, it's right. And
the left wants to silence it by killing people on the right.
Well,
silencing free speech.
Well, they tried to kill Donald Trump twice, and remember, they kept him off the ballot. They wouldn't leave. Just like Nazis. One-party system, and they tried to have him killed. It kept him off the ballot. They impeached him twice. I mean, it's just, these people won't stop.
He looks like Tim Walz.
Yeah, he looks like Tim
Walz.
Yeah. It might be Tim Walz. I'll bet it's Tim Walz. I tried to kill Charlie Kirk today. God, I mean, these freaking people. Anyway, we'll talk. We'll talk about it. But we'll also do our show and keep you posted. And I don't know what to tell you. It's just freaking. It gets me so. God, these freaking people. Oh, mercy. Anyway, okay, here we go. Cameron, Pete, and Flounder. It is Hump Day. Braves another game tonight. I forgot. I think so, right? Yeah. Okay. How'd they do last night? Do we know? I don't even.
They
know.
lost.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well. By the way, my pilot buddy Kevin, who's a Delta pilot buddy, and he is something of a sports trivia type guy. He has now sent me 2 messages to us, or to Pete particularly, I guess, about sport. In fact, I'll give you one now, and then we'll do the actual show, but I thought it was kind of cool. Just this afternoon. I got to find it now because it's on my phone. Kevin sent me this. Here we go. First, the other day he sent me this. He said, name the only 2 players in NFL history to play against each other's former teams in week 1. In the same game. 2 players in NFL history to play against each other's former teams in the first week of the season. And it says in the same game, of course. And unfortunately, I don't have the answer. He doesn't give the answer. And there's one more. Trivia. The Yankees home run leaderboard has a change in the top 5 for the first time since July 1966. What is the change and who is next on the list? The Yankees home run
past Yogi Berra.
Yeah, I think we saw that was in news the other day. Anyway, from our sports trivia fan and my Delta pilot buddy Kevin, whose wife Robin is also now, along with Rachel, my favorite somebody else's wife. Of course, Rachel, we used to work with this girl named Mary. I won't give her last name, but for her own privacy, my decency, sense of decency, be away from the camera. But she is the perfect woman, as we know. Peter will totally agree with that. And Robin is right there now. I have 2 now favorite other guys' wives right there. So she's one of them. And thank you, Kevin. And fly safe and aim high, Air Force guy. Okay, 308, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Charlie Kirk got shot. It looks like he got shot in the neck giving a speech at Utah Valley University. And he's in the hospital, and that's all we know. And they caught the guy who did it, an old, balding, white-haired baby boomer looker. I have no idea who he is.
White guy, bald.
Yeah. It looks like, like me. It looks like a 75-year-old, sorry, because I'm older than that, but, and here we go. And why he's still able to walk around, I don't know. I mean, although I'm glad he's alive, because then we can find out exactly what's going on, and if he's a George Soros payee or something. No, obviously, yeah. So anyway, we've got all that kind of stuff. Okay, also, I got a whole bunch of Facebook things on my dog Heidi, the Rin Tin Tin thing. I found, today I was going through stuff, I found a little piece of, a chunk of amber that I bought from some special something or other, probably 50, 60 years ago. And it's a chunk of amber, and inside the amber is a fly, or is a moth or a fly or an insect like a mosquito or something in the amber, and the amber is certified between 25 and 30 million years old. So in that chunk of amber that I have is a formerly living creature with DNA intact. This is how they get dinosaur blood. From insects that go to and this. So I therefore,
movies.
That's right. Well, clearly we have to, go with that. We'll get to that. Also, I think about. Did you see the picture I sent you of me with Lester Maddox? That sport jacket. I told you. And about the Pete ad. He found the ad of the guy who looks like me at the Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I found an old picture of me with Lester Maddox from 1972 or 73 wearing almost that same coat, and looking almost the same too with my glasses and sideburns. What was I? Good Lord. Anyway, cover Pete and Flounder. We got all kinds of stuff. Flounder, how you doing there? Everything okay? You've been real busy. I'm sorry. What now?
There's a close-up of the shot. It doesn't look good.
Oh, no. Really?
Again, I was just scrolling, and it's coming through Twitter. It doesn't look good.
You mean like lots of blood or something, or blood splatter, or what?
It doesn't look like a good shot. I mean, it looks like a really bad shot.
Oh, jeez. God almighty. I'll tell you, you know what? I say let's go. I say, let's go. Let's go. Now, you can take that to mean what you want. You can take that to mean what you want. God. I mean, that's just,
This is what the left does. It always has done this. It's always the violence comes from the left.
That's their go-to plan. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, and again, the joke used to be, you right-wing Nazis, you got Barry Goldwater and you guys, all the gun nuts, all you got your guns, you want us to kill everybody, It's the left. It's the left. I mean, somebody shot George Wallace for the thing, but that was, 50 years ago, whatever. All of a sudden, the last 10, 20 years in this country, it's the left that's become dangerous. And that's pretty much started it. Clinton, under Clinton, it happened the last 15, 20 years. All of a sudden, the left has become dangerous, violent and dangerous.
They've known Antifa has been a terrorist organization for over a decade now, and they haven't done squat about them.
Again, it's been the last 20 years, basically, in that area, and then it started getting, the farther left they went, putting to divide the nation, racial stuff, social media, the socialists, the Antifa, the BLM, all that's, this is all
now it's Trantifa
swimming
too, on top of it.
Right, and then here we go.
They know who they are, and the government refuses to protect the law-abiding citizens.
The destruction of America, and it's getting worse.
They've allowed the rape, the murder of children, of young girls, and the federal government has done. State governments have done squat about it.
I'll tell you.
And then they bitch when there's a vigilante activity going on. Yeah. Well, you know what? If you can't protect us, we have to protect ourselves.
Well, I'm ready. 312. Wow. Let me do this one thing, and I think about this also while we're praying for Charlie Kirk, and hoping that there's good news. And I'm a little. We'll see. Last night, I had my dinner when I get home at 7, have a dinner. By 8 o'clock, I'm watching Jesse Waters, and at the same time, I'm usually starting to work on my history and birthday list for the next day. So last night, I remember I got on my phone, and I Googled September 10th on this day in history and birthday, stuff like that. Not once last night did I think about September 10th being one day away from September 11th, and that today on the show, it would be one day away from the September 11th. Never thought about it. And then this morning, when I'm finishing up, I'm also, doing stuff, looking up things for September 10th. And once again, never thought about September 11th as the day. And then all of a sudden, this morning, I got a message from one of our show fans and a Facebook friend and fan, well, probably not fan, is a friend, is named Milton. And he sent me this. It's called Rough Cut Men. And I hadn't thought about this, and it's almost like nobody thinks about the JFK assassination, too. This is something different, but in the same light. Listen to this called Rough Cut Men. Tonight, 24 years ago, 246 people went to sleep in preparation for their morning flights. 2,606 people went to sleep in preparation for work in the morning. 3,043 firefighters 343 firefighters went to sleep in preparation for their morning shift. 60 police officers went to sleep in preparation for morning patrol. 8 paramedics went to sleep in preparation for the morning shift. It was the last day that fathers and mothers hugged their children, husbands kissed their wives, girlfriends hugged and kissed their boyfriends. None of them saw past 10 a.m. on September 11th, 2001. In one single moment, life may never be the same. So live and enjoy the breaths you take today. And tonight, before you go to sleep in preparation for your life tomorrow, kiss the ones you love, snuggle a little tighter, and never take 1 second of your life for granted. Never forget September 11th, 2001. From Milton, called Rough Cut Men. Semper Fi, sir. God bless America. 3:15. All right, Charlie Kirk, we'll put my lucky star on this. Here we go. Kimmer Pete Flounders, Hump Day, and holy smokes, what's going on here?
The Morning Extra from 6 to 10. Glenn Beck until noon. Clay and Buck from noon to 3. And the Kimmer Show on your ride home from 3 to 6. Plus Jesse Kelly from 6 to 9. And Jimmy Vela from 9 to midnight. The voices you need all day with the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Hey, have you got your deck checked? Yes, your outdoor deck, your deck on your house. You know, a lot of things have changed, and Peach State Windows does so much more than just windows. Of course, those are the double-hung vinyl, special things, energy-efficient, stuff like that. And the siding, I'm a Hardy Plank fan, as you know, but Peach State Windows also, these guys are builders and contractors. Jeff and his wife have known them for 25 years. They can check your deck. A lot of, the codes have changed over the years, and you may have a problem with the deck and not even know it. Again, they'll give you a free safety inspection just to check it for you while they're there taking care of your house. Check them out, peachstatewindows.com.
Hey, it's Lowe's here to tell you about a new, stress-free, and completely transparent way to purchase your next pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. It's with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, traditionally, I've been a payment buyer. How do you work with that type of buyer?
I have people that come in all the time and they want to spend $20,000. Okay, if their payments are $400 on $20,000, they don't realize without the doc fees, without all this other stuff, we can put them in a 22 or 23 model car and we can spend a little bit more money and have the same payment. So if you're a payment buyer, don't come in here just saying, I want to spend $20,000, because we can sit there and help you and we can put you in a newer car with lesser miles at a payment you need.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the honest car guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Fall is here, football is back, and so is the perfect time to celebrate with something unforgettable. From September 15th through the 21st, enjoy up to 60% off all bridal and fine jewelry in store during our big Percentage Week sale. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs and Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Visit any of our 3 locations, Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com for the best selection and service. Family owned, trusted for generations, and home to Georgia's largest selection of fine jewelry. Solomon Brothers Jewelers. Luxury, value, legacy. We will run out of the hottest items. Do book your appointment early and don't miss the Percentage Week, September 15th through 21st only. Solomon Brothers, where Georgia celebrates luxury, value, and legacy.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a 3rd-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand sweet onions. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
Hey, this is John Flading. I'm the president and owner of ATL Turf Co. We are a family-owned, operated, independent local company. We have over 15 years of artificial grass design, installation, and sales experience. From premium artificial lawns and backyards, custom putting greens, sports fields, hardscape, drainage, we do both residential and commercial. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalamia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. Got a to-do list a mile long? No problem. We've got the ultimate solution, our Handyman for a Day program. Here's how it works. You get a skilled handyman dedicated to knocking out your honey-do list. Paint touch-ups, drywall repairs, door adjustments, and much more, all done in one day. Call us now before the rush for your Handyman for a Day and call us at 770-623-3097 or visit us at thetrustedtoolbox.com. One call, one handyman, one day, the Trusted Toolbox.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
God, just looking at video of Charlie Kirk and the FBI's in on this. They caught the guy who shot Charlie Kirk doing a speech at Utah Valley University and got shot in the looks like in the neck or maybe the upper shoulders. Flounder, I think, saw some close up.
Neck.
It is the neck. Looks like the neck,
and it's nasty. It's bad.
Man, if they got the
I'm not sure how he survives
that's
this.
the artery.
He's bleeding so bad. I mean, it's horrible. And it could have gone, and it may have been at an angle too, up.
Yeah,
which would have been worse too. But it's really bad.
I don't know we don't know how far the guy away was, what weapon. I mean, we don't know anything. All we know is Charlie Kirk was shot. You know, I mean, these freaking people. I just good grief.
So here's the thing: you're getting the people like Laura Logan, others saying, "Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap." Okay, how many people have to die before anything's done about it? You keep
more
not falling
apparently.
for the trap, and what does that? How's that helped? How's that changed anything? What kind of trap? What were they doing? Did they want to instigate a civil war? What are they trying to do here?
Well, whatever they're trying to do, they're doing it. I mean, people like me, of course, I don't on the comp, but they're not. I hope there are a lot of people who are finally saying, now, just a damn minute here. And I don't know Charlie Kirk. I read it. I love his stuff. He shows up and he's clever. He's funny. He has great stuff. I mean, but he's not, he's not like a hater. I don't think Charlie Kirk's ever done a hate-filled, vile, belligerent thing like that little rubber-faced ex-Marine guy who goes on, what's his name, the Democrat guy who used to work for Clinton. Oh, rubber-faced jarhead. Paul Pock. James Carville, and all these freaking scumbags and all these hate-filled freaking Democrats. Charlie Kirk's not like that. He's a very amusing, seems like a pretty nice guy who's got a website and a podcast, and he's a social media commentator.
He debates people. He went to Oxford over in England, and he debates people. He uses words to try and convince people how to change things or make the world better.
He's articulate.
And he's giving his opinion, which is his right.
Yeah, he's an intelligent, articulate debater, commentator. I mean, he's not elected. He's not a journalist. He's not an agitator. He's not a civil rights leader. I mean, he's a guy. He has a living where he talks about political issues.
I'm telling you right now, what's happened the last week. If you are on the right, if you are conservative, you better have a gun or get a gun and carry it with you at all times.
That's right.
Because they have. It's a war now. They have started a war. The battles have begun. The murders have started.
Yep.
So what are you going to do?
Well, be armed. Be ready.
Beyond
and don't take any. And frankly, the defense is, Your Honor, after they've been shooting everybody, I figured I was next. They're coming after. A guy pulled something out of his pocket. It looked like a gun, and he said, "I hate you, Republicans." So that's And remember, when you get him on the ground, if there's nobody around, take his fingernails and scratch your face so your blood is under his fingernails. For evidence. So well, he tapped me in the face, Your Honor. Yeah, you dirty, rotten, slimy scumbags.
The restraint of these police, they have this guy on his knees and he's running his mouth. If I'd have been there, I would not have been able to kick his teeth in.
Yeah. This is why I can't be a cop. I'd have snapped his neck.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't have that patience.
I'd have wrestled them to the ground in the special Marine Corps way that never fails. He didn't.
Well,
although I want him alive, so we can fight
at this point.
We want who put him up to it? What clubs? What groups does he belong to? What clubs are he in? Where did he come from? Where did he go to school? Who's his family? How about the neighbors? Does he go to a Democrat? I mean, all the stuff. We need to know all the stuff, and we'll probably find out. Apparently, he's bragging about it. He was running his jibs. Is that what you were telling me when the cops arrested him?
They should have gagged him as soon as they had him, so he doesn't able to spew his hate. Unless he's saying something about why he did it.
Well, we need to hear it. I'd like to know. I mean, these people are freaking crazy. Actually, I'm sorry, they're not. Well, this guy maybe, but they're not. Yeah. In fact, I notice every night when I go home, I listen to Jesse Kelly, Nighttime Guide, last night, and he makes the point. When they complain about Democrats being soft on crime, he says two things. First of all, they're not soft on crime, and they're not Democrats. They're communists. He doesn't call them Democrats. He calls them communists. He said, let's be real. And this is what they do for a living. It's not that they're soft on crime. They want this to happen. They want the country to be destroyed so they can have more power and cracking down on the people that they don't think are running the right way. They want to do this on purpose. They're not discouraging this. Name one. Have you heard a single Democrat say anything about that subway train shooting in Charlotte? Condemning anything about the violence. And have you heard any Democrat, other than Fetterman, applauding Donald Trump for trying to crack down on crime? Are you going to have any Democrat say anything about the shooting of Charlie Kirk? Well, I can't wait to hear.
Well,
Jasmine Crockett and AOC.
Platitudes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Tim Walz and AOC and Jeffries and all the rest of them.
We're not violent.
Yeah.
When they're all violent.
Yeah.
They're all pushing violence. They raise money for violence. The criminals get arrested. They raise money to get them out on cashless bail.
Cashless bail.
Bail.
Flounder, what do you got there?
Swatoons, I want to
Swatoon, welcome aboard, sir. Can you believe what's going on here?
That's incredible, man. When I heard that, I was like, oh, my God, I hope it's fake.
Looks bad.
What I was going to say, this guy looked like he could have been a professor over there.
Could be, yeah.
That's, I don't understand people, but the best we guys can do right now is just pray for Kirk.
Yep.
Because that's all we can do. I mean, hopefully.
We got a bad. Well, Swatoon, I think we lost you. We got kind of a bad line there, but prayers and be aware and be armed and be ready. And frankly, assume that if you have anything to do with any kind of public display of support for your country as a patriot or something, stuff like that, be aware, be armed, and be ready because they're coming for you.
Robbie's on the horn. He wanted to talk about this.
Robbie, welcome aboard, sir. Can you freaking believe this?
I can't hardly talk. I mean, I've caught all my buddies in the video. I mean, there's no way I'll be surprised if he survives this. But he's now a martyr. I mean, he's going to be our martyr. But he's such a nice guy, and he's got kids, and he just talks to the crazy. He just said, I love you. I just don't want to do what you want me to do. There's no evil in the man.
No.
And this has got to stop. And I'm sick of this.
Yeah. If you just tuned in, Charlie Kirk was giving a speech at Utah Valley University, got shot in the neck, and it looks bad. He's in the hospital. We don't know anything else. They caught the guy who did it. Look, he's an old white guy with glasses and a bald head with white hair on the side, who looks like he's 70-something, and he's alive. And again, it's just how could he think that thought that he could have gotten away with it? So obviously he didn't care if he got away with it. And why Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk is hardly a threat to anybody. He's not a threat to the Democrat Party. He's a voice for people of the just kind of a average American. Really, he's just trying to, spread the information.
The kids' minds, though. He's in the colleges.
Yeah, I
young
guess.
people, and they cannot have that. They cannot have the young people being conservative.
In fact, Spatoon made the thing. He looks like a college professor. Maybe that was the way these liberal college professors don't want people like that speaking on their campuses. In fact, they banned Charlie Kirk and people like him. The girl athlete, blonde girl, Riley Gaines. They attack him, they ban him, they dox him. They don't want him on their campus. They don't want to hear what they have to say. Which is typical Nazi Democrats. They don't want to hear the other side. Anyway.
Like how many kids that went to watch him, those are now going to be.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah. And there were thousands. Yeah. I mean, it's just horrible. The whole thing is horrible. Oh, God.
The videos I've seen is just almighty.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
He was talking about trans violence, too. That was what he was talking about there, and gang violence. The last words he said were gang violence, and then he gets shot.
Nobody had transphobia. Phobia means fear. People in America, for the last 200 years, were not afraid. They were saying, oh, my God, that's kind of freaky. The guy wants to dress like a girl or he thinks he's a girl. Poor bastard. That's all. There was no phobia until now. If you're a freaking tranny, we're scared of you now because you're a freaking killer in your head.
It's not phobia, and it's not racism. Yeah. It's realism now. They have proven to be murderers. Yeah. It's realism at this point.
Yeah, and I don't know whether the American Psychiatric Association wants to rechange the rechange, because this is a freaking mental problem. Yes. I mean, this is not just a social thing to get over it. This is a freaking mental issue, and it's getting. Now, I don't know about this guy, but again, the left, the killer Democrat Party. I hope to hear. I can't wait to hear the first reaction from any so-called Democrat leader about what happened here to a conservative podcaster and social media commentator. Good, who's not a threat to anybody.
MSNBC referred to Charlie Kirk as a polarizing character on the right.
Oh, God. Polarizing.
Far right.
Oh, man. 3:30, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Good Lord. Hump day.
I'm going to get my gun.
I got a couple extra for you.
Get connected to Extra 106.3 on all your favorite apps. Then download ours and stream the station across Georgia. We're live online at extra1063.com. Stream live video from the studios on YouTube. And of course, Kimmer, Bortz, and your favorite Extra shows in crystal clear digital on the Extra 106.3 app.
I was hoping that, David Van Sant is our official personal injury lawyer. We talk about, car wrecks or motorcycle wrecks or, whatever, if you've been wronged and so forth. Unfortunately, when I think about the things I wish I had done differently that made me lose some money, there's nothing I can do about that. But if something's happened to you and you didn't get your fair due, David Van Sant is there because he used to work for the insurance companies. He knows all the ins and outs. And I don't have a problem with insurance. I've used insurance companies forever. But they have their charts and tables and graphs and their little snickety when they're I'm not talking to their freaking lawyers. Have David Van Sant do it. He knows all this stuff. He's one of the there is a super lawyer list in Georgia. He's on it. And not many people are. He's been on that thing for years and years. Top trial lawyer 100 list as well, that too. If you've been wronged, it's complicated. Let him sort it out for you. And again, you're number one. If you don't get paid, he doesn't get paid. It's real complicated. Let him do it for you. David Van Sant, here's that number, 855-GA-INJURY. Online, vansantlaw.com.
I'm Pete Davis, and football is in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. And the best part, you can play right here, right now in Georgia. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like TDs, passing yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can start with as little as $1. I love it. Thursday night, Packers against the Commanders. I expect Jaden Daniels to be very close to his projections in passing yards, and Josh Jacobs to go over in his rushing yards. It's simple, it's fun, and it keeps me locked into every play. Download the app today and sign up with promo code 1063 to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code 1063 for $50 in bonus funds. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog, and you could be next. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus and present in Georgia. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Hey, Atlanta Atlanta Braves fans, this is Kelly Kroll asking you to step up to the plate for the men and women who have served our country and protected our freedom. The Warrior Alliance, an official community partner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Braves Foundation, is helping thousands of veterans to achieve success after military service. Either you or someone you know has served and deserves our support. The best way to say thank you for your service is by helping a veteran round the bases on their journey home. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
A company that has been trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years has already done their hometown homework, like having the very best people, fair, honest pricing, exceptional customer service, and a focus on high-quality work. That's us. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Sometimes new isn't better, like out-of-town home improvement companies invading Atlanta with their inflated pricing and subpar work. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
XTRA 106.3 personalities aren't afraid to tell it like it is.
Without Donald Trump, nothing that's going on would be happening right now. Donald Trump is changing the world.
And you'll never hear us spew that violent rhetoric from the left. So don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Because we're happy to have you as part of the XTRA community.
I particularly like Donald Trump's actions in getting illegal aliens the hell out of this country.
XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
All right, well, here we go. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder have the latest on Charlie Kirk for you here, which is not much lately, but first, little Bob Dylan for you here. It was 2009, a harmonica owned by Bob Dylan sold for 2,700 squiggly L's at an auction in Norfolk, England. I think that squiggly L would be about $3,000 American type money. More than 4 times the price they expect. Hey, baby, you look so good without. Look at you. You little backpack on her today. Sorry, she was going home. About Monica sold Norfolk auction $3,000, more than 4 times the guide price. Bob Dylan presented the Chromonica harmonica. Made by, hold on, I got to get mine here just for comparison. Made by Hohner, Hohner, to a member of his wardrobe department in 1974. The auction was in 2009. His lifetime fan, John Fellas of Norfolk, wore Dylan's sunglasses while he was bidding. He outbid fans from around the world. The inside of the harmonica case was signed and dedicated by Bob Dylan, expected to fetch about 600 or so of those squiggly L things. But he said he was still plucking up the courage to tell his wife what he had done. Yeah, because he spent, $3,000 on this. Yeah, there you are. Of course, mine is a Marine Band thing for Monica. Anyway, cover Pete and Flounder, Mallory and Charlie Kirk in a second. We're trying to keep the thing going here. And again, just horrible stink. We don't know what happened, but it looks bad. Our birthday list includes Bill O'Reilly. We'll do it live. Bill O'Reilly, 76 years old today. And on this day in history, well, I'm sorry, what was that?
Daily Mail says he lost a lot of blood. They're still working on him at the hospital. He's still alive at this moment.
Flounder just showed me the close-up of it. The way it's not seen. It looks bad. It looks like he got hit by a 30-30 in the neck. Like chest, neck, shoulder, upper area right there. And
in the artery, too.
Yeah.
Basically. And, of course, the Daily Mail calls him a right-wing firebrand.
Oh, for God's sake. He's so far from a firebrand. Have you ever heard him raise his voice? I'm a firebrand. Of course, so luckily I don't have any, the importance to anybody of any significance, so I'll never be in trouble. That one gay guy, or one tranny tried to kill me that time. A couple of threats, stuff like that. But generally, I'm the sort of the loudmouth firebrand. Charlie Kirk is not, by a long shot. He's a debater and a commentator, and what about this? And he shows things. He's like an investigative, literary guy. He's hardly a firebrand or a troublemaker. It's freaking scumbags. These freaking Democrats are dangerous. They're killers, and they're coming after us. And on this day in history, it's kind of a take on remember the cartoon strip Pogo?
Yep.
I don't even know if they're still on. Remember his famous thing, we have met the enemy and he is us?
Yeah, about Vietnam.
Yeah, well, on this day in 1813, Oliver Hazard Perry defeats the British and makes his famous quote, "We have met the enemy and they are ours." It was the War of 1812, the Battle of Lake Erie. 9 vessels of the United States Navy captured 6 vessels of the British Royal Navy. That gave America control of the Lake Erie, for the rest of the War of 1812, which was the Second Revolutionary War, basically. It was one of the biggest naval battles of that entire period, 1813. We have met the enemy and they are ours.
By the way, even the New York Post can't help themselves. It says Charlie Kirk was possibly targeted Wednesday.
Just while somebody accidentally fired. Another one says it was an accident. And so, damn, gun went off. Oh, golly. Oh, so now they can complain about gun control. Yeah, I'll bet the left are going to say, well, that just goes to show you shouldn't have guns on campus. Let's ban all the guns now. But they're not going to say a thing about Charlie Kirk and what a stinking disgrace it is to go try to kill, and maybe kill, but try to kill a man who represents conservative thought in America. Hardly a firebrand.
Graham Linehan, who was the British man that was arrested at Heathrow Airport by 6 policemen armed because he said something about trannies.
Tweeted,
just says they couldn't beat him in a debate, so they shot him.
God, and he was. Now, didn't you say as far as we know, the last word he was saying was talking about tranny violence or gang violence or something?
He was there to talk about trans violence, and I think the last words somebody said was gang violence, and then he got shot.
Either way, I mean, it doesn't matter what she's talking about, but good Lord. I mean,
just for using his free speech. Yeah.
And again, it's not like he's a bomb thrower. Charlie Kirk is a geek.
If you're sitting on the fence, that part of the middle America that has been going either way, and you can sit back and watch what happened to that poor Ukrainian girl, and you can sit back and watch what just happened to Charlie Kirk today, and you're still sitting on the fence, you deserve what happens to you and your family.
Look at the 2 events, and then look at the reaction of the Democrats. That's the key. The 2 different things have happened. Let's see what the Democrat reaction is to both of them. Either one. Good grief. I can't even speak. I'm tongue-tied because I'm so angry about this. And by the way, I'm not scared.
Okay,
in fact,
MSNBC just speculated the Charlie Kirk shooting could have, quote, been a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, end quote.
Oh, my God. It could have been white. He could have been white.
Could have been a MAGA. It was a MAGA person with a gun acting crazy.
Oh, my God, yeah. A Republican Trump supporter accidentally was shooting in celebration of seeing Charlie Kirk. Oh, my God. Is that really what they're saying? Is there any chance in hell that could be a true story? And how could that old white fart with a gun accidentally shoot Charlie Kirk in the neck?
Okay, it's townhall.com is reporting it, as well as Bonchi. Townhall.com, which usually doesn't go out on a limb about making stuff up. Could have been a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration. That's how they're going to spin it. That we did to ourselves.
Oh, my God. Yeah. A celebration of what?
Blaming MAGA already. Within an hour, they're already blaming us for killing our own. Not them, because they never do anything wrong on their side.
Holy smokes! I can't believe it.
Pravda. This is Pravda level. This is Mao Zedong, Red China, Little Red Book level propaganda is what this is.
Holy smokes! How could an editor? Now, does someone say? I mean, who came to that conclusion? Someone who had to have made the decision to say that to an editor, who then said, "Yeah, okay, that sounds something that we ought to print up."
Shooting like this happens.
MSNBC?
Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. We don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
Oh my God!
They literally said it.
Oh my God!
And then they whine and scream that someone yelled at me and said bad words because I'm a journalist. I'm untouchable.
Oh, I'm making MSNBC. That was MSNBC.
MSNBC.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fly, were you trying to get me?
Clayton's on the phone. He wanted to talk about the shooting.
Clayton, welcome aboard, man. Can you believe this? What do you think?
Oh, it's crazy. I just pray for God to help our country. But I called to give Pete credit. I love his rants. And one time he said that it'll get to where we can't even look at someone committing a crime. And I guess we're there now.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't understand. And by the way, how did it get this bad? What happened that all of a sudden, the country's getting better. The economy's getting better. We closed the border. We're sending out the bad guys. Everything that's happening is for the betterment of the United States. And the Democrats are celebrating with violence. I mean, their reaction is always violence.
Katie Tur of NBC, quote, Charlie Kirk, a divisive figure, polarizing lightning rod, whatever term you want to use.
Katie Tur?
Katie Tur. Yeah, well, T-U-R, by the way.
Yeah, I remember. Was it her father who became a tranny? He was a helicopter pilot in Los Angeles.
Maybe.
I believe Katie Tur's father. It was a helicopter pilot in Los Angeles who became a girl, and so she hated him or something. And so now there's. I'm pretty sure I'm sure she's the one. She used to be on Fox, I think, years ago.
Here's the what Pete was just playing.
Okay.
We don't know if this was the supporters shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about this.
God, this is just. I mean, who could have thought of that? Who would have possibly thought? Well, let me think. Golly. So Charlie Kirk is giving a speech in front of college students, thousands of college students, and somebody shoots him in the neck. So the first thing this guy says is, well, we don't know for sure, but might have been a guy celebrating. Really? How in the world could anyone come to that conclusion?
I'll tell you what, because people on the left think everybody on the right that has a gun is Yosemite Sam, like we're a friggin' cartoon figure. DC Drano says, America will never be the same after what happened to Charlie Kirk today. I am truly sickened after seeing the video. This shooter's historic act of evil will unleash historic consequences.
I hope so. I'm ready. I'm ready. Now, it would not be fair. We can't go around just killing all the Democrats. That would be wrong. No. Okay, we're now saying that we're condemning any even thought of that would be wrong. Again, that would be wrong.
Well, it's the communists we're worried about.
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
communists.
your average, everyday, dumbass Democrat. Yeah. It's the communists that are running the party and pushing all this.
The average, everyday...
In the media.
Yeah. Well, again, that's where that's what inflamed everything, was the fact that the social media and mainstream media have always been in the pocket of the haters. And it used to be the media were haters against, people trying to cover up crimes like in Watergate. And now everything's totally reversed. Yeah, what do you got?
California Governor Gavin Newsom, the attack on Charlie Kirk is disgusting, vile, and reprehensible. In the United States of America, we must reject political violence in every form. To which SKS Cartoon said, the Democratic Party is a domestic terrorist organization, and you're a leader of the terrorists. You will be treated the way the Nazis were treated after World War II.
I like it. And we need to know this guy, the shooter's links and social media posts and organizations and
there's no sweeping this under the rug they tend to do with some shootings. Yeah. No, you're not sweeping this because it's the wrong guy that did the shot.
Again, if you just tuned in, Charlie Kirk was giving a speech at Utah Valley University. An old fart, they caught him, shot Charlie Kirk in the neck. It looks bad. He's still alive, last we heard, in the hospital, and we'll keep you posted. Kimmer Pete and Founder.
Glenn Beck says he's been stabilized.
Thank God, that's a good sign. That means his artery wasn't exploded, because he's still living if he's stabilized. Good Lord. Well, more coming up.
And they're asking for blood at the hospital, by the way, for people to donate.
Boy, here we go. Maybe this will change a few people's minds. Oh, man. 347. Kimmer Pete and Flounder.
If you love
the secret sauce,
I'll take a dozen wings. Oh, by the way, I love that sauce. What's in it?
Can't tell you.
Why not?
It's a secret.
While many financial advisors claim to have the secret sauce, they don't. In fact, if their sauce is so good, why are they keeping it a secret? Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement doesn't keep anything a secret. He knows there's much more to retirement planning than stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Evan will develop a strategy designed specifically for you. It's your own secret sauce for retirement. Call Evan Ward at Atlas Retirement to schedule your personal portfolio x-ray today. Call 678-252-5224. That's 678-252-5224. Or online at atlasretirement.net.
Fine, you want to know what's in the sauce?
Absolutely.
Tablespoon of paprika.
Really?
Invest
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Its intelligent technology is intuitive. Its responsive performance, responsible. Turbo power with a hybrid assist, a digital yet sensual cockpit, and sporty elegance helps make the C-Class a driver's delight and paradise for passengers. Get an exceptional offer on the 2025 Mercedes-Benz C300 sedan, just $529 per month for 36 months with $5,073 due at signing, exclusively from RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this vehicle and many other models during the RBM of Atlanta's fall sales event, now through September 30th. Special lease rate available only to qualified customers exclusively from Mercedes-Benz Financial Service through RBM of Atlanta, Sandy Springs through September 30th, 2025. Excludes tax, tag, title, and Georgia Lemon Law fees. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this and other exciting offers. Visit us at rbmofatlanta.com or call us at 770-390-0700 for details.
Hey, it's Front Office Lowe's, and running a business is tough. Juggling clients, employees, cash flow. Why worry about IT? iTech Atlanta can keep your systems running securely and smoothly so that you can focus on your business, minimize downtime, and protect against cyber threats, all at a predictable, fixed, low monthly cost. For 25 years, iTech Atlanta has been helping businesses just like yours. They would love to manage your IT on time and under budget. Learn more. Visit iTechAtlanta.com. We manage your IT so you can manage your business.
Oh no, what is that sound?
It's our rejection detection system. It's showing that several men across Georgia are being denied intimacy by their partners due to ED.
How can this be?
Well, it's more common than you think. As men age, their bodies change. And unfortunately, once they get over 50, some things don't work like they used to.
So what do we do?
There's only one thing to do. We need to get them to Dr. Eric Deal at Total Body Therapy of Georgia. He can fix ED problems.
But how?
At Total Body Therapy of Georgia, they are experts in the P-shot, testosterone replacement, regenerative therapy, and Trimex to create an erection and more.
Hi, this is Dr. Eric Deal from Total Body Therapy of Georgia. Did you know that 50% of men over 50 struggle with some form of ED? Guys, it won't get better on its own. When it's not hard, it's really hard. But I can help you today. Call us at Total Body Therapy of Georgia at 404-777-1911 or learn more about us online at tbtofga.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
.351, Kimber, Pete, and Flounder. We'll give you the list on Charlie Kirk. Shot in the neck today giving a speech in Utah. Jason Chavez, their former Utah congressman, who's now a Fox contributor, was there. And he was talking about, and we'll give an update. And by the way, I just saw a headline. Apparently the shooter fired the shot from 200 yards away. So obviously it wasn't a pistol. He wasn't, because our pistol won't go 200 yards. It was obviously a long rifle. How the hell did he get a long rifle 200 yards from Charlie Kirk at a place that had hundreds and hundreds of yards of people by the thousands? How did he get a rifle there to be able to take that shot? I don't know.
Elon Musk says the left is the party of murder.
Yeah, that's right. They're a terrorist organization. And until they condemn themselves, they will be. I'm sorry, I floundered a little song here. This is Scissor Sisters. I don't know this group. On this day in 2006, Scissor Sisters was at number 1 in the British singles chart with I Don't Feel Like Dancing. I Don't Feel Like Dancing. The American band's first British number 1. And speaking of, it was co-written by Elton John, who also played piano for this song. Scissor Sisters. Flounder, are they a big group? I've never heard of them before. This was 2006.
I just thought the name was amusing, so that's why I put it on there.
But they're an American band, and they were number 1 in Britain, 2006. So, good for them. Let's see. We'll have latest on everything coming up in a second. Our birthday list includes, speaking of musicians, Danny Hutton. Danny Hutton is 83. He's a singer with Three Dog Night. And, of course, when they change the number of trombones, Three Dog Night is also Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire. So that's kind of a special thing a lot of people don't know. What's that?
You know what Sky Blue is?
Sky Blue is an airline, is it not?
Well, Sky Blue is also the left version of Twitter.
That's one where if you go on and you say my pronouns are I and me, they ban you immediately or something like that.
Well, basically they're celebrating over there. Cheryl Weichel says, "I wish the bullet that hit Charlie Kirk a very pleasant day." Erica Picatinny, "Oh wow, she did a good job." Turducken Carlson, "Thoughts and prayers to the bullet's family." And Jay Michael, "Finally some good news out of my state. Laugh my ass off."
You know, good. In fact, boys, every time you find one of these, no matter what we're talking about, let's say it. Everybody listening to this show between now and 6 is going to have to know everything about what these people really believe in their heart, so-called in the black hole that used to be a soul in the birth of every freaking baby born in the world. There was a little something, some kind of a soul. Except these people, they killed it. They got rid of it. It was too much of maybe too much stress for them to starting. Maybe they felt bad about feeling guilty about something as a political entity or something. So they killed their own black freaking heart soul down deep inside them, and they'll never be any different than anybody. They're freaking killers. They're vicious haters. This is unbelievable. Praising the bullet.
Dom Lucre is basically a creator. He says, "I've seen a lot in my 2 years doing this. What I just saw has changed me. We have to pray for a miracle and work together. Let all of our difference go in this moment." Here's the problem. How can you find common ground that people who are wishing you dead
of
what you believe?
I'm not forgiving or saying let's all work together or anything else. I'm saying screw you. I'm saying I don't trust you. I don't believe you, and I'm not scared of you, but I'm ready for you. And I'm very happy to die for my country again. I'm very happy to pledge my life for my country because it's going to hell. What's going on in America?
It's blue sky, by the way. I misspoke. It's blue sky.
Blue sky. Blue. Well, yeah, I remember that, and that they were the ones who. As soon as you go on it, the trick was to say, "Well, I don't think I don't believe in transsexualism," and they ban you. You can say anything,
There's no free speech over there.
It's just unbelievable. And now they're saluting and lauding the bullet that they wish he'd been killed.
They're cheering.
Charlie Kirk. Shot in the neck today at a speech in Utah University and at Valley State University, I think it's called. Now, for the record. And shot in the neck. And I saw the close-up. Laundry showed me the close-up video. It's brutal. I mean, it looks like war. It looks like a war hit. I'm telling you, it was like this.
How's there common ground with these people?
There's no common ground. They're not Americans. They're communists. They're killers. They're bloodthirsty killers. They're glad about this. Where's all how come there's not an immediate news conference with Jeffries and Cosio Bang Bang and Stupidio and Carmela Side Piece, your former vice president who still wants to be president, and all the other so-called leaders of the Democrat Party. Little fudge boy from the little town head of Fudge. Where are all they saying, "Oh my God, this is horrible. America's got to stop doing this kind of thing"? Not one. You're not going to hear one stinking voice.
Matthew Dowd on MSNBC suggesting it's Charlie's fault. Quote, "He is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which often lead to hateful actions," end quote. They're blaming
It's
him.
the Democrats who have done the hate speech. They've seen the evidence Donald Trump is a Nazi. They've seen the evidence Donald Trump is working for the Russians. This has been going on for 8 years.
Still doing it. They're still saying he's working for the Russians. They're still saying it.
Hate speech is from the Democrats.
That he's a Nazi.
The Republicans have always had to react to the hate speech. We're not the ones who started it. When Donald Trump came down that escalator, the hate speech by the left began. And it's gotten worse since that first day. And now they're, like they always do, they blame the other side for what they've done. The hate speakers are now saying that we are responsible. Charlie Kirk's responsible for getting shot in the neck because of so much of his hate speech. God. All right, hold on. We're going to keep doing our show. Again, we're going to do we got tweets, we got Holy Crap at Sports, we're going to do all our stuff, and we're going to do a Flounder's Funny here, too. Flounder, it's 3:57 already. If you got one, we can pipe in here.
Great follow-up.
Okay, excellent. Here we go.
O.J. Simpson, one of the nicest men I've ever met. He was nice to me. He was nice to my friends. The conversation was filled with warmth and levity, humor, and wisdom. We talked for 90 minutes, and then suddenly the juice said, you know what? I've got to be going. But it's good to see you again, and I'm glad things went so well. I said, thanks, Juice. And my friend said, yeah, goodbye, Mr. Juice. They're new to the game. He said, no, thank you for your hospitality. Good night, guys. And we said, good night. And he just walked out of the room. And as soon as the door closed, we all looked at each other like, that did that.
Well, I missed that last part. My ears aren't working very well. It was kind of fuzzy. What did he say?
Here, huh?
And as soon as the door closed, we all looked at each other like, that did that.
That and did that.
Oh, I got you. A little OJ reference from, where is that from?
That's Dave Chappelle a few years ago.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle, my daughter Jennifer was surprised that I have about 10 of his shows on my DVR because I think he's one of the funniest guys I've ever heard. I like everything about his style. It's 3:59. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. And again, if you want to join us, 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Charlie Kirk was giving a speech to the student body and whoever, thousands, at Valley State University in Utah, and somebody shot him in the neck. The guy has been caught. He's an old white guy wearing glasses, bald head with little white ringlets around him. You'll hear people talking about this. Charlie Kirk it looks like a very bad wound, although Glenn Beck said he knew that Charlie Kirk has been stabilized. So at the hospital, we'll keep you posted. And the latest news coming up here in 30 seconds, too. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 4 o'clock, 106.3.
The Kimmer Show is live on your ride home on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station, XTRA 106.3.
Using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Update on the Charlie Kirk shooting coming up here. He's alive in the hospital. And Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, we're going to do our show. We'll keep you posted, everything, and a lot of update and reactions. And wait till you hear these freaking leftists, man, I'm telling you. And that guy Jeffries, you dirty, rotten scumbag. What he said was, political violence of any kind is in the da-da. How about saying Democrat violence against America is wrong? How about that? How about Democrat violence is wrong? How about that? Any violence is wrong. What the hell does that mean? You know, please.
CNN saying it's basically both sides.
Yeah, well, sure. Well, of course. Yeah. Could happen to anybody, you know. Bastards. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 1994. I love this song. R.E.M. at number 9 on the British chart with What's the Frequency, Kenneth? The title refers to an incident in 1986 when 2 unknown assailants attacked Dan Rather on the sidewalk, as I recall, and they were saying, "What's the frequency, Kenneth? What's the frequency?" Anyway, and I've always thought this was a really cool song, R.E.M. Our birthday list includes, let's see what we got here.
I'm going to cut you short because we got some phone calls. People want to talk about Charlie.
Let's do it. Charlie
right,
Kirk.
So first we got Charlie from Woodstocker Conyers on the line.
Charlie, welcome aboard, sir. What do you think? Can you believe it?
Oh, Cameron, we got more bad news. Active shooter, high school in Colorado. 2 students shot so far.
Oh, mercy.
And, you know, I've been called in several times, and I'm telling you, and, you know, you just get fed up after a while. Nobody's ever held accountable for anything. And this is what happens. Yeah. This is the price you pay when there's no law and order and nobody wants to enforce anything. And a lot of innocent people. Charlie Kirk is probably one of the nicest guys on earth. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
And look what happened to him.
Yeah.
And nobody ever does anything about it. Nobody.
Yeah, he's not a bomb thrower. He's not a firebrand. He's not a screamer and yeller guy like me, you know, who should be attacked. I mean, guys like me are the targets, not him. But again, these people, that all they react to is with violence. They're a terrorist organization. And it helps.
Cameron, we're getting closer and closer to a revolution, man. I'm telling you. Closer and closer every day.
Yes,
every
sir.
day.
I believe that. I believe that's true. That's not a conspiracy theory. You and I are on the same page, my friend. I think we are getting closer and closer. They're asking for it.
This country is going to make the Civil War look like a piece of cake.
Thanks, man. I got to keep the faith. I appreciate it. Oh my Lord!
I never got Marty on the horn.
Hey, Marty, thanks for calling. Can you believe this? Charlie Kirk shot in the neck, giving a speech. He's alive, badly hit. It looked like a bad wound. What do you think?
Well, my prayers are with him right now, and I know he'll pull through. I have faith in it, but it's hard to believe that this is happening here, and inciting violence and a war, a civil war at that, and to have an older gentleman like that. No offense to you guys, but shooting 200 yards and able to get a long rifle into a building, something's not adding up. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, again, appreciate it. I don't know what happened. They say the shot came from in a building 200 yards away. The first thing I thought was when it was 200 yards away, obviously it was not a pistol. So the guy was hiding. How did he get it there? He was in a building. Now, who he was, how he got the gun. I mean, we don't know anything of what building. I don't know any specific facts. But if that's the guy, then clearly he's a freaking sniper who wanted to kill Charlie Kirk. And he's an old white guy with eyeglasses and bald head and a little white ring like me. He looks like freaking me. And he was there, and they caught him. Apparently, unless there's
also, I'm getting, Angelo Morbino, who sometimes
used to work on the morning show.
She's saying on Twitter that the close-up video that I showed you and Peter saw is AI.
AI,
and it says if you go to your settings and go to auto turn off, so it looks like that one's AI. Again, that's what I'm getting from
Well, thank God, because when you showed me that close-up, that's a war wound. I mean, that looked like it was the ball game.
The Michigan State Legislature praying for Charlie Kirk. They have photos here. 2 Democrats, Joey Andrews and Emily Devendorf, who didn't bother to stand and pray. In fact, they snickered during the whole thing.
Oh, you dirty bastards. State representatives, is that what you said?
Yeah, in Michigan, yeah.
And again, Well, let's play them all. In fact, even we have to hold the phone up. Do you have the soundbite of that last one you sent, Flounder, or should I do the phone?
It was the one. Here, I got it right here. Let's see.
Here's some of the. Again, this is all live. We're getting reactions sporadically, and when we get it, we'll play it. People reacting to the Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck, and he's alive.
This is MSNBC spewing their stuff.
Okay.
We don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about this. But following up on what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or aimed at certain groups.
Dirty liar. That's a dirty, bald-faced lie. Charlie Kirk has never done hate speech in his life. He's, oh my God, you dirty, stinking scumbags. Is there nobody who can stand up to these people? What's his number? I'll call him right now. Oh, sorry. I mean, seriously.
Congressman Randy Fine, I don't know where he's from, just had contacted by a journalist, and won't say who it is here. Good afternoon. Was wondering if Charlie Kirk getting shot affects your position on campus carry. If gun control had been in play, could the tragedy have been avoided? Shot by a sniper 200 yards away, and this guy wants to talk. This journalist wants to talk about gun control.
Yeah. Well, that's where they're going. They're going to. First thing I said was the Democrats are going to say too many guns. They're not going to say poor Charlie Kirk, and the Democrats should stop shooting conservatives. They're going to say too many guns.
James Wood said it's not the guns that are the problem, it's the Democrats that are the problem with the guns.
Yeah, and by the way, that was a rifle. So now are you going to say we're going to take away all rifles? Okay, try that. I mean, my God, I hate these people. I just hate these people, and they're coming up with more and more things. Flounder just sent this too. I think Pete might have mentioned this before. September 2025 is when everything changed.
Yeah,
the Democrats' policies.
The girl and Charlie Kirk. You got the Ukrainian girl and Charlie Kirk. Eyes are wide open right now.
Yeah. Flames to the coals, and you have an inferno, and now we're burning. Here, both events directly result. Here we go. The girl in the train slaughtered, and Charlie Kirk shot. Gail Ann writes this: both events directly resulted from the Democrats' policies. Add CBS News, ABC News, and NBC News flames to those coals, and you have an inferno. Now we are burning.
Well, he just said it. No accountability. If you keep letting the criminals wander free, and law-abiding citizens are the ones that are afraid to leave, and the criminals can wander around and do whatever they want because they know they want to be held accountable, this is what you get. You get anarchy. You get the loss of law and order, and this is exactly what the socialists and the communists want.
And again, to counter the leftists who are celebrating, and again, as we get comments, we'll pass them along to you. And if you can, again, find, Pete, the comments you did before about them celebrating the bullet or whatever that was, if that's still available, because I want to counter that with this guy who said, Mr. Cairo says, September 2025 is when the pot will finally boil over. I think Pete might have referred to this earlier. Our country wasn't this divided during the Civil War as we are right now. This blank is about to get real. Another, it's beginning to look like the lefties want a war. Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, I've already taken steps. I'm doing it right now. I mean, I'm livid, but I'm a cold livid right now. I'm taking steps to protect myself and my stuff. And I warn everybody out there, don't go anywhere without a gun right now if you're on the right.
Bring back painful public execution for any violent crime. Another, I don't think there's any going back. This is evil.
It is. It's demonic.
Matthew Dowd,
what's going on with the crime.
Matthew Dowd on MSNBC suggests it's Charlie Kirk's fault he was shot. He is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech aimed at certain groups. The guy said it out loud. I mean, this is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is just evil. I mean, truly, this is evil. Oh, and let's see, MSNBC. The Trump administration will use this as a justification for something.
Oh, yeah, to crack down on you a-holes.
I mean,
it's about time.
So they're already warning people about what we're going to do as a well, duh.
I would love to see us respond in some way.
I mean, this really. I mean, we don't normally get the opportunity to go live when something is unfolding and happening like this, given what's been happening the last 8 years, and especially the last, the bill. You can feel it. This is like a culmination. This is almost like, I'm surprised it was Charlie Kirk at a university setting, which is hardly a flame throwing event of norms. So, but I shouldn't be surprised that this happened. This is where it's all going. They tried to kill the president twice. They put him in jail. They tried to, and they, kept him off the ballot. They were calling us Nazis and insurrectionists and saying we're dangerous and everything else. And no, that we're not allowed to talk about things like that. We're ruining and again, didn't that lady just say in the news report that he was talking about trannies and whether there have been examples of violence at trannies or something, and that's when he got shot. Now, I don't know whether the guy with the gun could hear that 200 yards away if he was listening on the speaker.
But he knew why Charlie was there.
But he knew why he was there. Yeah, so he knew everything about it. Whether those words did, it doesn't make any difference. No. That doesn't count. But for the record, they knew what he was doing there. So this was an assassination attempt.
How many more Laken Rileys? How many more of those Ukrainian girls? How many more Charlie Kirks? How many more President Trump being shot at once and tried to be killed a second time? How many more has this got to happen before we go, okay, it's not racism, it's not phobism, it's realism.
They're terrorists. They're American born and bred terrorists. These are Americans we're talking about. Now, they may be, helped by the foreigners coming across the border, but this is an American revolution that's going on with this Democrat Party. Those people aren't from the foreign country.
And they're not Democrats anymore.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
socialists and communists. Right. They're Marxists.
That's right. This is an inbred American revolution that the left is trying to pull off.
The party that I belonged to in the 1980s no longer exists.
Yeah, they're long gone. 4:14, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Latest on Charlie Kirk coming up all day. Unbelievable.
It's time for the Bortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast's premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
Okay, let's talk e-bikes. Did a little research. I see there's a growing problem in the Atlanta area with e-bikes, deaths, accidents, restrictions being planned. Same down here in Naples. They're enacting new laws on who, what, when, where, and why people can ride e-bikes. Marco Island, same thing. Personal experience with Fort Wilderness Campground at Disney World. You don't bring an e-bike in there unless the battery has been removed or disconnected. You ride a bike. Main reason? Kids. Irresponsible kids. Feral kids. Now, nobody is really talking about the true reason that e-bikes on roads and sidewalks and bike paths are such a problem. So I'll address that. A lot of the problems are being caused by kids, teenagers, and lower, just darting out into traffic, riding at high speeds on sidewalks, ignoring stop signs, ignoring traffic lights. They came by it honestly. Let's admit this harsh truth. These kids grew up watching their parents ride bicycles, maybe riding with them. Bicycles in virtually all jurisdictions are supposed to travel following the same traffic laws as cars, but they don't. An adult on a bicycle stop at a stop sign? Are you kidding me? A traffic light? Not if it's not a crowded highway. They just go blazing right on through. And their kids watch them and learn. And then their kids get an e-bike. And then their kids start driving the e-bike the same way their parents did. And they end up tango uniform. And I don't mean toes up. Controls have to be enacted, but don't blame the kids. Put the blame where it belongs, their parents. Mr. Know-It-All, Neil Bortz, XTRA 106.3.
The next big storm isn't a matter of if, it's when. Is your home ready? Southern Exteriors offers free inspections and dependable storm damage repairs with in-house warranties and honest service. Right now, get 10% off any job or 12 months, 0% financing. Hey, it's Tug, and I've met the team at Southern Exteriors. They do things the right way. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. It's 877-9-SOUTHERN or southernexteriors.co.
You know, there's always something special going on with Peach State Windows, known for their windows, of course, the special energy-efficient things. And, you know, they do work on doors and roofs. If something's rattling up there, you don't have to get a whole thing done. You know, they can check it for you because they're contractors. And I've known Jeff and his wife for 25 years ago, first worked with them. And also, don't forget the siding, of course, big fan of that, too. But again, they will give you a free safety deck check. Because codes have changed. If you've had your deck for a while, chances are even the angle of the slats could have now changed for code stuff. They can give you a free deck inspection while they're out there helping your house. PeachStateWindows.com.
Hey, it's Lowe's for Howard Brothers and Ventrac. When it comes to tackling every job on your property, you need a true all-star, Ventrac. This machine runs the full playbook with over 30 game-changing attachments. That includes mowing, leaf cleanup, trenching, edging, brush cutting, and so many more. No matter the season, no matter the challenge, Ventrac is ready to win. Find these incredible machines at Howard Brothers or head to howardbrothers.com and reach out to their experienced Ventrac team today. Howard Brothers, serving you since 1955. Hey, it's Lowe's. We're here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, I'm looking for a reliable vehicle, something for the family, but also for my daughter who's going to be driving soon. Why should I call you?
The main thing is you get to see it's a full transparency sale. What I like to do is show you the whole gamut, show you everything that's out there and everything that's available. I can get any make, any year, any model.
Financing. If I need to use it, what can you offer?
We have some of the best banks available, and we got rates starting at 4.99 from a 23 model and above. It could be a 14 model. We still have banks that will do all the financing for you at good rates, and they're primary banks. If you have credit issues, we still have banks that can accommodate those issues as well.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
This is Bruce Hagan. The law in Georgia has changed, and it's going to be harder than ever to get fair treatment on your personal injury claim. If you have been injured through no fault of your own, call me. You need a real lawyer, and that's who we are. We're not some TV and billboard lawyers who don't even know how to get to the courthouse. I've been a Georgia super lawyer for 20 consecutive years, and that's because I try cases and I win cases. We get results for our clients, and we can get results for you. Hagan-law.com.
All right. Boy, there's more coming in about this Charlie Kirk thing. We got it all, a bunch of phone calls, and it's all going to be coming your way. Just going to stick on the mic. There we go. 420, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 404-741-1230. And as we begin the show, very quickly for the record, 1991, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit was released in America. The unexpected success of Smells Like Teen Spirit in 1991 propelled Nevermind to the top of the charts at the beginning of 1992. This is an event, they say, marked as the point where alternative rock entered the mainstream chart with Maniac. The track was featured in the film Flashdance. It was a number 43 hit in Britain, anyway, Nirvana. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, Charlie Kirk, shot in the neck. I just saw some video. I thought the guy was wearing shorts. I saw him being arrested on the ground. His pants were down around his ankles, so he wasn't wearing shorts. Those were his underpants. And apparently, he was saying he did it. He was saying, "I shot Charlie Kirk," as they hauled him away, and the crowd was going nuts. Let's get to the. We'll get some phone calls, and then we'll start playing all the sound we have of the people reacting to it, including those horrible people on MSNBC saluting and blaming Donald Trump and some leftist media hoping he dies. Anyway, first to the phones, James, you're on the radio. Thanks for calling and holding, sir. What's going on?
How are you doing? This is my first time calling you guys. I'm 18, and I've been listening to you with my dad since I was about 6.
You've been listening to me since you were 6, and you're not in prison?
I know. I listened to you on the way to school with my dad.
Wow.
You dropped me off, and he would listen to the show, but I just wanted to call in. I don't know how much the Kimmer gets on TikTok, but Charlie Kirk, all throughout President Trump running, was, defending him, speaking about him, and just for kids my age, just watching him, he's been just such an inspiration. It's just unbelievable that someone would go to this extent for having, opposing opinions. It's pretty disgusting, to be honest.
All right, well, as an 18-year-old, I'm glad you called. As an 18-year-old, and clearly you might be a little biased in terms of things that are good for America if you listen to shows like this, but even still, as a teenager, have you ever had any inclination at all that Charlie Kirk was a rabble rouser or a troublemaker or a fiery fireball fire kind of guy? Anything like that?
The thing is, no, but he's not. He all he does is he has discussions, he debates people, and he doesn't shut them down. He doesn't, tell people that he doesn't want to hear their opinion. He listens to their opinion. He asks them questions, and he's a very civil man. He did not deserve this in any way.
That's what I couldn't believe. I mean, again, he's not a troublemaker. Now, okay, let me ask you this: as an 18-year-old, we've been talking an awful lot about things that are happening in America, where kids like you are more concerned with having a family and raising, children in a good society, as opposed to like women who voted for Carmela are the last thing they want. Like 6% want to have a family. Most of them just want to have hate America stuff. I don't know.
It's crazy. I would say none of my friends. I would say we're on the other side of that. I voted for the first time last election. You guys can probably assume who I voted for, and I was pretty proud of it.
Excellent. Yeah.
It's ridiculous that this has happened to him. He's such a great guy, and he did not deserve this.
Yeah. Now, would you say that your friends, the people your age, tend to be more tending toward more conservative ways, or are you nervous that a lot of your friends have gone to the evil side of the left and the socialist business going on? Do you see that in your community?
I'll be honest. I don't see necessarily. I don't see a lot of. I know kids that growing up they might have been more on that towards that side, and now they're starting to think for themselves a little bit more, and they're seeing things that are going on, and they're seeing what's happening in the world, and it's bad. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it really is.
Well, I can see where Charlie Kirk meant something to you, and we're all praying for him to hope he does well. And James, I'm flattered and honored that you called. I appreciate it, and especially the fact your dad used to get you going when you were 6 years old.
I appreciate it. He's working right now, but I'm sure he's going to listen to the show back later tonight on his way home. So I appreciate it.
Semper Fi. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. 424, Kimmer P. and Flat. Thanks, man. We have some more reaction. Let's get Helen first on the radio, and then you'll hear more about how the left is now blaming Charlie Kirk and saying it's all a stunt or something. Anyway, hi, Helen. You're welcome on the radio. What do you think?
Thank you very much. I want to speak to one of the things you all said a little earlier. You said you've never seen the country so divided. Well, I think this is true, but the division is not so much left and right, but a division between people who think murder is a political tool and people who think it's an abomination. You don't have to be a Christian to think this is vile, beyond vile, and the people who are cheering it have not one single moral toe to stand on, much less a leg. Murder is not a political tool. Yeah. And those who think that you could not possibly be more un-American. And these people who wrap themselves in the saintly garments of I'm the wonderful liberal left. How can they live with themselves?
The other thing is, if there some kind of violent cause that causes reaction of violence on the other side, if it's something like, the Civil War, or charges of racism or some horrible thing. But what Charlie Kirk and the Donald Trump administration have done is to try to bring America back to its basic normal self, to have work and vacation and family stuff. And I mean, it's not like we're trying to change America. The left is trying to change America from at its basic foundation, and now they're trying to do it with violence. I don't remember that. I don't remember this kind of an internal revolution, and I'm almost 80 years old, and I've never seen this. Have you, Helen? I mean, this really is different to me.
I'm coming up on 69. I lived in Europe for most of my adult life. I was there when the wall went down in East Germany, and the coolest thing about that was nobody got shot.
Yeah.
We got breaking news.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go. Okay.
Thank you, Helen. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm Pete. What's going on now? Please.
The Daily News is reporting the gunman is still on the loose, and that this is a ranting Utah man being dragged away in cuffs, saying he did it. But I don't know how this guy could have done it, and they get him that quickly if he was a sniper somewhere. I mean, it just seemed fishy from the beginning.
Also, earlier, I had it in queue, and on Fox News was interviewing people on the scene, and a guy was saying something similar, that he knew the guy that they were arresting. There was no way he could have done that shot.
Well,
and then Fox cut it off.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is all live, happening right now, and you've probably seen the video, or if you can't, you can find it. You can Google it; it's all over the place. So as things break, we're passing it along. Again, the police have taken the guy away with his pants down around his ankles, dragging him off in his underpants, and screaming that he shot Charlie Kirk. So obviously, if that's not true or not, if they're still looking, I don't know. We don't know.
And to just show what demons we're up against here, Kiara Peacock on Reuters. Yay, oops. I mean, thoughts and prayers. Amy Osmond, real shot or Trump shot? Let's see. Kim Bertrand, will you guys please just effing learn to aim? And Tammy Kent, was he shot like Trump? Or was it for real?
Yeah, these are leftists, my friends. These are Democrats, and the modern socialist communist Democrat who salutes the attempted murder of Charlie Kirk. Flounder, another call? Is that what you're telling me?
We got Tyler on the horn.
Tyler, welcome, sir. What's up? What do you think?
Hey, I was just wondering, where exactly are liberals saying that they're wishing Charlie Kirk died?
I'm sorry, what you say? Where are they?
Where are you hearing this?
Where are we hearing it? It's all over the place.
That he got shot.
We just quoted you. Pete Davis just read you that they're celebrating that he got shot and wish he had died. I don't know. I don't know what your question is. What's your point? What are you saying? Maybe I misunderstood entirely. Hello. What the hell was that? Was that our liberal friend faking another name or something?
No, that sounded like someone different.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know what he meant. Where are we getting this information? We're getting it from social media.
I think maybe he thinks we were trying to push a narrative that liberals wanted Charlie Kirk dead, which
they do.
Direct tweets that we're reading off the internet.
Yeah.
Well, Van Jones on CNN just recently said the only person who said that the killer of Irina Zarudska was saying, "I got me a white girl," was Charlie Kirk, and that's not true. The killer
there you
himself
go.
Was saying it.
Oh man, please just cool your jets, will you? I mean,
it's a Daily Mail, it's a New York Post, it's CNN, it's MSNBC, it's Fox News. We're not making anything up. We're just reading it off the wires.
Over the place. And you can find it if you Google it yourself. I mean, it's right there. And it's real, and they mean it. Again, when they say it, take them at their word. Yep. These people mean it. They're not kidding. They pretend to do, I mean, what I meant was, no, they really did it on purpose.
Oh, here's MSNBC. You can't stop with these awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and then not expect awful actions to take place.
So Charlie Kirk's awful thoughts and awful actions are deserve for him to get shot in the neck. Yeah. That's where Charlie Kirk's awful actions, his awful thoughts, Charlie Kirk's awful thoughts
are debating somebody.
Yeah. Awful thoughts made him deserve to get shot in the neck. That's what they're saying. Think what he thought would justify him getting shot. There you are. That's your modern liberal. That's your modern socialist communist. Liberal Democrat Party.
Yeah, Michelle Tafoya, not expect awful actions when someone speaks. They're only speaking.
Oh, man. Strangle these people. 4:30, politically, of course. 4:30, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. More of this. Oh, man. The latest on Charlie Kirk, shot in the neck.
Get the latest breaking news and insight from the biggest conservative voices in the South when you follow XTRA 106.3 across all your social media platforms. Find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube at XTRA 106.3.
I got a very nice thank you from my wife, my favorite ex-wife, from all the pictures I've been sending her that I've been keeping safe and sound. Thanks to Atlanta Safe House. If you don't have a safe to keep your stuff safe, it's the name of the company and everything, Atlanta Safe House has one for you. They've been doing this for like 30 years, and they use off-duty police and firefighters and military people to bring the safe to your home or office or wherever, because you can trust them. These guys, Jeff and Mark, the whole family, they are very serious about taking care of your stuff and protecting your rights as well. well. Nobody's getting your master reset code. In fact, if you have a safe and it's broken, they can fix it. They can reset your master reset code for you if you want. I'm not going to give it to somebody else, by the way. Oh, and also, don't forget Top Brands. They've got rebates going on special right now for the end of the month. And I'm telling you, they really take care of business at Atlanta Safe House. Specials all over the place. Browning, check it out. Fort Knox. Ask about the specials. And when you check them out, they have a showroom in Ackworth, and they have a whole bunch of models, right? Almost 200 right there, ready to go. On the web, atlantasafehouse.com.
You should never need financing for a simple garage door repair, but it's happening here. Out-of-town companies have invaded Atlanta for a cash grab, charging outrageous prices. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Stay local and stay on budget for every opening of your home. All Four Seasons, trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Pete Davis here, and pro and college football is back. And Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. And the best part, you can play right here in Georgia. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns and interceptions and more. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can start with as little as $1. Here's what I'm thinking about this week. On Sunday, Jalen Hurts of the Eagles to go under his passing yards projection against the Chiefs. But Thursday night, Packers receiver Jaden Reed to go over his on receiving yardage against the Commanders. It's simple. It's fun. It keeps me locked into every play. Download the app today and sign up with promo code 1063 to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code 1063 for $50 in bonus funds. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. You can be next. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus and present in Georgia. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Time now for the Retire Wise Report. James Parker here with financial advisor Sean Maloney, founder and CEO of Retire Wise. So when we go through days or weeks of volatility in the market, Sean, it's hard to know what to do. What can you tell us?
The biggest thing is don't panic or make immediate decisions with your money. Take those emotional concerns out of the middle of it. You know, look, markets cycle regularly. Market corrections and bear markets are a normal part of the cycle. They're just part of the plan that are going to be accounted for. If you feel nervous when you read the headlines about big drops in the market, you might not know enough about how your money is positioned. That's why it's important to get the right guidance on a financial plan for your retirement.
Tell us about the offer you have for our listeners.
All right, so now's the time to start, folks. Looking ahead and identifying if you have too much risk in your portfolio. That's the first thing. We have a helpful little resource for our listeners today. We call it the Retire Happy Framework Toolkit. You can get it today by calling or texting WISE to 770-802-2200. My team helped put together this just for you, and it's a complimentary guide. And the center of this is a copy of my latest book, The Priority of Retirement, plus guides on major topics like investments, Social Security, income planning, taxes, and so forth of the key components of retirement. So if you want to get this information in your hands today, call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. That's 770-802-2200.
Take advantage of this offer and get your Retire Happy Framework today. Just text WISE to 770-802-2200. The team at Retire Wise will get you your Retire Happy Framework to you right away. So just call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Firm does not provide tax services.
I do not want to hear that I'm plus size. No, you're fat. I'm curvy. No, you're obese.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
All right, looks like they're making it clear that the shooter is not in custody. The guy who shot Charlie Kirk is still on the loose. The guy you have seen being dragged away apparently was just a loudmouth, dingbat, old fart white guy who was bragging about shooting Charlie Kirk, but they're very officially, Kirk suspect is not in custody. Charlie Kirk shot in the neck, giving a speech at Utah Valley University, and he's alive. He's in critical condition, rushed into emergency surgery. And we'll have the latest for you here in a second. We'll keep going all afternoon, keep you posted. He's alive. First of all, Flounder, a little musical director action here. This is the New York Dolls. And it was on this day, 1974, the New York Dolls split up. The influential American band formed in 1972 and made just 2 albums. The New York Dolls in 73 and Too Much Too Soon in 74. And this was the day they lasted 2 years and broke up. There you go. Let's see, we'll do a quick couple of birthdays here. Margaret Trudeau, 77, the former Queen of Canada, what they call the princess there, and gave birth with Fidel Castro to her son Justin Trudeau. Also, she had a little fling with Jerry Rivers. Excuse me? No, it was Castro's kid. Justin Trudeau was Castro's kid. I'm sorry. It's like Frank Sinatra's kid with Mia Farrow. It's not Woody Allen's. I'm sorry, but Justin Trudeau is Margaret Trudeau's son, and Jerry Rivers. You know him better as Geraldo Rivera. Jerry Rivers said he used to have an affair with her. He put it in his book and his commentary and everything else, and he said, quote, about having sex with Margaret Trudeau, quote, "It was like she had never made love before, like she was unleashing years of pent-up frustration." Unquote. Oh, man. What a... like she's never made love before. Golly, I'll bet Pierre was a little upset to have a little moniker coming up there. Anyway, all right, anyway. Okay, now, Charlie Kirk giving a speech, college, Utah, shot in the neck. The video of a guy being dragged away apparently is not the actual guy. We understand now whoever shot him had a rifle in a building 200 yards away and is on the loose. Don't know anything more than that. Have you guys heard anything? You're able more than I to keep up with social media. And by the way, social media's got more updates on this than anybody else. And also, Flounder, if they occasionally Fox is doing some live interviews or something, if it ever comes up, we'll go live to that just to let you know. And again, Charlie Kirk shot in the neck, alive after surgery, critical condition, and the gunman's on the loose at the university in Utah. That's all the basic.
Matt Van Swall, who's a real journalist, been up here in North Carolina since the hurricane went through, fighting the Democrats, says, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think I'm beginning to lose the will to be tolerant. And Elon Musk said, well, if tolerance means the end of Western civilization, then we cannot be tolerant.
Well, again, boys, let's do this. And again, it might be hard to find at the last minute, but some of the reactions coming in concerning Charlie Kirk being shot. Flounder, do you still have that MSNBC soundbite? And we're going to play them all. Again, if you heard it earlier, you need to hear them again.
We don't know if this was the supporters shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about this. But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech sort of aimed at certain groups.
Aimed at certain groups. Yeah, liberals who don't support American constitutional values and cultural... Oh, my God. Hate speech? Device, I mean...
He built his entire thing around a polite, civil discussion with people.
Yeah.
And he would just debate them with what was going on there. By the way, Glenn Beck says that Charlie has a pulse, and Glenn Beck's daughter was at the tent. Was right there.
Oh, my, wow. Jason Chavez, the former congressman who works on Fox now, was also there, and he'll be, commenting here. I think he was on earlier, live on Fox. Again, Charlie Kirk, critical condition, and the left is now blaming us. Been more than one comment about how some of the celebrations. Was it Blue Sky? Is that the name of that liberal group? And the people on Blue Sky were saluting the Bullet and wishing well for the Bullet's family and making jokes about it and hoping that Charlie Kirk dies and saying it's about time and he deserved it. And I mean, it's just the venom is really. I mean, it's more than cruel. It's.
There's another thing that's going on. I'm noticing you got a lot of young people here basically saying, you boomers are at fault. Let me point out that just about every shooting that's been going on the last 2 years has been somebody your age.
Yeah.
All you tranny freaks out there, they're not boomers.
Yeah. The boomers.
So enough of the boomers. But most boomers agree with you guys. So enough of this knocking boomers just because this guy that they carted away is our age.
Yeah,
Please.
the guy who shot Trump is hardly a boomer, and the same thing with the other guy who tried to shoot Trump, and along with all these other people. The boomers are the ones who, sing "We Shall Overcome" like a bunch of idiots, thinking it's still, freedom time for the Martin Luther King marches or something for civil rights. The idiots, guys my age are out of it. On the other hand, guys like me who believe what I do are getting right back freaking into it. And I'll tell you what, I hope this is the last straw. I really hope, I don't want to be inflammatory that I would cause this radio station to lose its license, okay? So I'm concerned about making sure I don't do anything that would be taken the wrong way. But I'm telling you this, I think this very well, hope to God he lives. Hope to God he's to live, but he may never be the same. Who knows what could happen with a neck wound? Critical condition? Oh, my Lord. Who knows? So anyway, but this could be a turning, his company's called Turning Point. This could be the turning point. This could be the turning point where Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea are saying, now, wait a minute. This is, Charlie Kirk is hardly a firebrand. And now all the leftist media are saying, well, he deserved it. He tried to divide the country.
John Miller, given that everyone is okay, if you can't laugh at Charlie Kirk being allegedly shot at an event in Utah, politics just isn't for you.
John Miller, the guy, the former network, or just some guy?
No, it's some guy named John Miller, who's taken the post down, by the way, but the internet's forever.
But again, my friends, this is real. This is what they're saying.
Real America Voice, this is the network that airs the Charlie Kirk show, says he has passed away.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh, man. Well, again, this is all breaking live. We know this is if something happens like this, we'll report it. We're reporting it as we know, and we don't know any more than that's what they said. And this is his management firm. Is that what you said, Flounder? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and apparently, I'm just getting this. Donald Trump tweeted, "The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead."
Oh, my God.
New York Post, Charlie Kirk fatally shot. Yeah. So they've murdered another one of us.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. If you believe in prayer,
for his family, he's got a little
family
girl
and
and a
friends,
little boy,
and
toddlers,
for the children,
babies.
For the children, their families. My God. My God. Donald Trump, quote, "The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one." Do we know this is not AI, right? This came from Truth Social, or do we know this?
That's what it looks like. It came from Truth Social.
Well, I'm going to read it, and I'm assuming it's Truth Social. It's got his logo on it, and it says "Real Donald Trump 10S" or whatever, and it says, "The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you." That's from, it says here, from Donald Trump at Truth Social, at the Real Donald Trump. Honest to God, given what we know about what's going on, we just found out that AI apparently did a fake video of him getting shot in the neck as opposed to the other video. So we don't know whether that's fake. Now we don't know. I hope this is not real. I hope this is not true. I hope.
No, it's the headline on New York Post. It's true.
Good Lord.
It's true. Jezebel, which it was a magazine. I don't know what it is now. 2 days ago, let's see, we paid some Etsy witches to curse Charlie Kirk.
So the left is celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. I still can't believe it. Charlie Kirk got murdered giving a speech in Utah to college kids.
And he's the civil one. He was the one that would sit down and actually talk and logically debate somebody. He wasn't screaming at them or calling them names. He wanted to have a little debate, which made him dangerous. And they've killed him for it.
For what? In fact, one of the quotes was, "What do you expect when you have thoughts that are antithesis to other people?" They killed him for his thoughts. The socialist, Democrat, communists in this country killed Charlie Kirk, and they're all responsible for it.
Well, Graham Linehan, the British guy who got arrested at the airport for his free speech, says they just created 1 million Charlie Kirks. I think he's right about that. This has got to get young people radicalized.
We need to stand up. You need to talk to your kids. Oh, my God. All right, what do we do?
Tolerance is out the way.
Tolerance my ass. All right, what do you want? What do you want to do? 404-741-1230. We got to keep it civil because we're going to be on the radio. What do you want to do? Do you care? Does this affect you?
Yeah, you can't call for violence.
How the hell did this happen? And again, we're not going to lose the radio station license, so be careful what you say, but I would love to hear what you have to think about what the hell happened. When did this start? How did it get here? Think about it. Charlie Kirk, he's a columnist guy, and he got assassinated. And I have to use the word assassinated as opposed to murdered because he obviously meant something so powerful to the communists of this country that they killed him.
Yep.
Charlie Kirk is dead. And you leftist communists and you social media and you dirty, rotten cell phone followers of the generation that doesn't know what the hell to think on your own are responsible. What do you want to do now? Kimber, Pete, and Flounder on 106.3.
Your favorite Extra shows are streaming live video from the studio on Extra 106.3's YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Extra YouTube channel and get the Morning Extra and the Kimmer Show in live digital video.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog in our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. Consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards, so you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
Hey there, I'm Tara, owner and publisher of Our Town Monthly Magazine, where you'll find familiar faces, local voices, community businesses, and events, like the Superior Plumbing Presents North Georgia State Fair.
Hi, I'm Missy with the Superior Plumbing Presents North Georgia State Fair at Jim R. Miller Park, September 18th through the 28th. Enjoy the fun, the food, and amazing entertainment, including the Carriage Kia Grandstand Series. We're bringing back advanced pay one price ride tickets, plus free parking this year. Save money and enjoy a smoother experience. Visit NorthGeorgiaStateFair.com for daily deals and discover why we were voted Best Festival and Family Amusement 7 years in a row. That's NorthGeorgiaStateFair.com.
Friends, I'm getting my tickets. Are you? The North Georgia State Fair is more than an event. It's a tradition. And remember, our town is your town at Our Town Monthly.
Are you looking for something simple but delicious, sweet but also savory? Discover Schumann Farms Sweet Onions. Schumann Farms is a third-generation family farm with the Real Sweet brand sweet onions. Whether you're grilling, sautéing, or simply adding a fresh crunch to your salad, Schumann Farms has you covered. Look for Schumann Farms Real Sweet brand sweet onions at your grocery store and taste the difference for yourself. Schumann Farms, the Georgia family farm growing tradition and the world's sweetest onions.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. Okay, you're driving along. Suddenly you hear that horrible sound of metal and crunching. It's an accident. Even if it's a little minor fender bender, man, that could be a nightmare. First, obviously, take care of yourself. But before you make a deal with an insurance company or anybody else, call David Van Sant with Van Sant Law. You know why? Because he used to work for the insurance company, so he knows how to get the right settlement and right away. Van Sant Law. Don't forget, if you don't get paid, they don't get paid. Protecting your interests. Insurance is great, but it's complicated. 855-GA-INJURY or vansantlaw.com.
Oh no, what is that sound?
found?
It's our rejection detection system. It's showing that several men across Georgia are being denied intimacy by their partners due to ED.
How can this be?
Well, it's more common than you think. As men age, their bodies change. And unfortunately, once they get over 50, some things don't work like they used to.
So what do we do?
There's only one thing to do. We need to get them to Dr. Eric Deal at Total Body Therapy of Georgia. He can fix ED problems.
But how?
At Total Body Therapy of Georgia, they are experts in the P-shot, testosterone replacement, regenerative therapy, and Trimex to create an erection and more.
Hi, this is Dr. Eric Deal from Total Body Therapy of Georgia. Did you know that 50% of men over 50 struggle with some form of ED? Guys, it won't get better on its own. When it's not hard, it's really hard. But I can help you today. Call us at Total Body Therapy of Georgia at 404-777-1911 or learn more about us online at tbtofga.com.
It's Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, 452, 106.3, WFOM, and Charlie Kirk is dead. Charlie Kirk was murdered today on a college campus in Utah, giving a speech, and Jason Chavitz was there, and Jason Chavitz says, I got just the latest stuff here, he said, come on, open up here. Charlie was shot in the neck, recoiled in pain, grabbed his neck, single gunshot. It said here now, it says the gunman was about 200 feet away, not 200 yards. And according to sources, he was in a building where Charlie Kirk was speaking. And Jason Chavitz, and we're going to have updates for you through the afternoon. Jason Chavitz, a former congressman who was there working with Fox Now, said the shot came from during the second question Kirk was answering about transgender shooters. And he got shot. Everybody was screaming and hit the deck and so forth. But they were talking about transgender shooters. While Kirk had some security guards in front where he was speaking, there were no security checks going into the event. There was a light police presence. He said the outlet, he told reporters he believed it was no coincidence he was shot during a question about transgender mass shootings, adding he realized he may be criticized for saying that. Chavitz believed Kirk was shot at close proximity to the front. A friend of Kirk's and former regional manager of the Turning Point said Kirk was being treated, told her they don't know if there's a chance he would survive. And President Trump said he died. Charlie Kirk is murdered.
Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker has just blamed Charlie Kirk being shot on President Trump on January 6th.
How did he make that link? Is there more?
That's what they're going to do. That obviously the talking points are out. We have to mention January 6th as much as possible, and Trump.
I'll tell you, honestly,
they're the enemy. They are the enemy.
Boiling.
I don't care what people say. They're the enemy.
The so-called Democrat Party is a terrorist organization.
Murderers.
They're far, far from the Democrat Party. This is a socialist communist organization now. I mean,
look at Mom Dami. We're not making. Look at Mom Dami. He's running as a Democratic socialist in our biggest city.
Yeah, he's killing them in the polls. Killing them. Our country's. This is an internal insurrection. Now they're killing people.
Yeah.
They tried to kill Donald Trump twice, shot our president in the neck.
No one's coming to help us. We pull ourselves out of this, or it's over.
Yeah. Lafayette, the 19-year-old's not coming from France to help us. This is ours. And you better be ready, and you better be armed. And you better arm. Yeah, I'm seriously. I am suggesting that if you don't own a gun, that you get one and learn how to use it. And tell your wife and your husband and everybody else, too. And if your children are old enough, or get one of those, what are they, I forgot they call it. We advertise them here.
That one that's
non-lethal thing,
it tears you up.
Yeah, Verna or Vendor or something like that. Yeah, Verna, I think it is. Berna, I think it is. Whatever, something. Anyway, I mean, they're coming for us. They're killing us. They killed Charlie. And again, anytime we're going to get new thoughts about this, we'll report them for you. The leftists on the leftist websites and commentator sites are saluting the bullet that killed him. They're making fun of it. And I'm just, and Pritzker is he actually doing that? Do we have any comments of his?
Yeah, you want the sound? I'll send it to
absolutely.
I'll send it to Flounder. This stupid phone's doing what it wants here, but
again, my friend, if you just turned on your radio, Charlie Kirk is dead. They killed him. Giving a speech a university in Utah, and somebody 200 feet away, apparently. You found her? What do you got?
Yeah, we got a couple phone calls. We got Matt on the horn, and then we'll get to Sean.
Matt, welcome. What do you think, sir? Unreal.
I'm in shock. It's unreal. I'm still trying to process it. I really appreciate you guys getting the word out because I'm in traffic, and I just found out about it, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I was at the shooting range on Saturday, teaching a 16-year-old how to shoot, and I told them, do not point at that which do not want to destroy. I don't even understand. I don't even think these libs understand what murder is, the finality and the brutality of it. I don't think they even understand it, and they're using it as some kind of talking point. It's flat out disgusting. The day before 9/11, no less.
I know. I don't know what kind of a soulless blackness and where their heart used to be that anyone would even think about that kind of thing because they don't like what he was saying. I mean, what he was saying, his thoughts are so dangerous to them that they're willing to kill him for what he believes what his thoughts are.
It's preposterous. And I'll leave you with this. I don't know what Fox program he was a guest on the other day, but he left it like, at the end of the day, my wife and my 2 children are what's important to me, and spending time with them is the priority of my life.
Yeah.
And a few days later, he can't do that. I'm ashamed for this country.
Yeah. Well, it's we've got to take it back. We got to take it. Thank you,
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Here's what he had to say.
Here we go.
I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly, have tripped a new era of political violence.
Oh, please. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's 5 years ago. That's what they're going to hammer.
Oh, my God. J.B. Pritzker blaming Donald Trump and the so-called insurrectionists who walked into the Capitol building. The only person who got killed on the January 6th was an innocent woman shot in the neck by a cop. Oh, my God. J.B. Pritzker, you big fat load. You dirty, rotten... he's a traitor. He's trying to do more of it. He's basically saying you deserve what you got.
Yeah.
Flounder, I'm sorry, you trying to get me there?
Yeah, we got a couple phone calls, but we'll wait till we carry over at 5.
We got the news coming up in 1 minute. I mean, that's outrageous. the governor of the state of Illinois, blaming Donald Trump for his rhetoric and blaming the so-called insurrectionists he says they're the ones who started the violence. Oh, my God. How about Ferguson, Missouri? How about a lot of stuff way before January 6th, where most of it was people walking in the people's house? You dirty, rotten snakes. That's criminal. I mean, that's unholy.
The People's Republic of Illinois has spoken.
That is unholy. Holy cow. News coming up at 5. The latest on the death of Charlie Kirk. He's dead. They killed him because of what he believes and because he was good at telling other people what's right and wrong. 5 o'clock. My goodness.
The Morning Extra. Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck, and The Kimmer Show on WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
This is a Fox News alert. The president says Charlie Kirk is dead. I'm Lisa Brady. President Trump just posting that the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. Kirk, the co-founder of conservative youth organization Turning Point USA, had been reported in critical condition after being shot during the kind of event he held frequently on college campuses. Witnesses say he was sitting in a chair under a tent and holding a microphone at Utah Valley University when a single shot was heard during a question and answer session. A university official had said police had someone in custody. They're now saying the suspect is not in custody. An outpouring of prayers had followed from the president, vice president, other administration officials. But now again, President Trump just posting that Charlie Kirk has died, also writing, "No one understood or had the heart of of the youth in the United States better than Charlie. The president says Kirk was loved and admired by all, especially me, writes the president, and now he is no longer with us. Fox's Will Cain saying this a short time ago.
His influence didn't stop on college campuses. Charlie Kirk's influence extended to the heights of power in the United States of America. A personal friend, I know, to the Secretary of War, to the Secretary of State, to the Vice President of the United States, to the President of the United States. Charlie Kirk's influence literally knew no bounds, and he changed America for the better. For those that hate and those that disagree and that can find no other way to respond but with violence. You did nothing today but to point out the important influence and the great man that was Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk was 31, a husband and father of 2. Before the president confirmed his death, Democratic leaders were also condemning the shooting, including California's governor and former Vice President Kamala Harris, calling for people to reject political violence. America is listening to Fox News.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Charlie Kirk is dead. Charlie Kirk is dead. God bless America, you dirty, rotten, stinking rats. We got to save our country. Charlie Kirk is dead. They killed him. They killed him because of what he believed. Holy crap, what's going on around here? God bless America. Yeah, how about an upside-down freaking flag now, baby? I mean, my God, man. They've gone too far. They went too far a long time ago, and we took it, and we sucked it up, and we said, oh, I guess, we just have to do better. This is bull crap. Charlie Kirk? I mean, it's almost understandable they tried to kill Donald Trump because of all the freaking leftist media and the Democrats saying he was a Nazi and an insurrectionist and he was bad for America and a danger, and that dirty, rotten, freaking scumbag Joe Biden and that stinking wife of his responsible for calling out all of us Nazis and saying he was a danger, half the country was a danger to this democracy of ours. You dirty, rotten slime bags. You did this. You caused this. You started this. And then J.B. Pritzker. We're going to play that soundbite. Pete, get that soundbite again if you don't mind. We're going to play that again in a second. The people on the left are now saluting the murder of Charlie Kirk, shot at a college campus, university in Utah, at University of Valley, Utah College, shot in the neck, talking about, when they asked him a question about trannies, and he got shot from a couple of 100 yards or a couple of 100 feet, it turns out, we're not sure, by a guy with a rifle who got away. The police did arrest somebody or hauled somebody off, and apparently he was not the guy, he was just some old fart, stupid jerk guy. But apparently the shooter still got away with it so far. And again, we don't know who it is or what the deal was or anything else. And Charlie Kirk got shot, and the left is saluting it and glad and happy.
Yeah, they're happy, celebrating. J.B. Pritzker blaming it on Trump and January 6th.
If you just got out of work, here again, it's 5:05. Here's the governor of Illinois talking about Charlie Kirk getting murdered today.
And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly, have tripped a new era of political violence.
Can you believe that? I mean, seriously, That man said that. That's a governor who wants to be president. And he's actually blaming Donald Trump and the conservatives who were complaining about the election results by walking in the people's house, so-called insurrectionists. Who lost? Oh, my God. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. And again, earlier, Pete was going at this website, Blue Sky, which is the liberal version of X or Twitter. And they were all making jokes and saluting and saying, too bad they didn't do it. It wasn't a better shot. And in fact, now, Pete, can you look up that Blue Sky again? I wonder if now that he's dead, I'll bet. Yeah. I wonder whether there is that. Can you do that?
Cheryl, I wish the bullet that hit Charlie Kirk a very pleasant day. Erica, oh wow, she did a good job, thinking it was a tranny. Turducken, thoughts and prayers to the bullet's family. And Jay, finally some good news out of my state of Utah.
Celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk.
And that's just a drop in the bucket. There's thousands of them celebrating.
Yeah. And the left is saying, violence of any kind, of course, is wrong. That's not the answer. That's not what you say when this happened. I mean, violence is wrong. Oh, okay, well, finally, just forget the whole thing. Charlie Kirk, and they're called MSNBC. How many of these other people are saying? We got phone calls again. Charlie Kirk murdered today, and the left is saying the one that he deserved it because he was too much of a firebrand in the way he thought. Flounder, we have phone calls.
We got John on the horn first.
John, welcome, sir. What do you think? Can you believe it?
Oh, Kimmer, this is hard. I'm with you guys. I feel like something has changed between Iriana on the train and this today. We're in the battle of good versus evil, and the evil right now is gaining on us, and we gotta fight back. We gotta something. Liberalism is a mental disease.
Well, it's gotten
if you're celebrating this death, you're sick.
Yeah,
you're evil and you're sick.
Yeah, there's a certain kind of evil or of darkness in your soul where you would even think that kind of thing or say it out loud or type it around. I mean, seriously, what kind of a demented individual? Who made you that way? I wonder.
You got to be evil. You got to be sick. This country's got to get back to God.
Yeah,
we've got to get back to God, or it's too late.
Well, I thank you.
I'm praying, and I'm hoping, and I'm hugging my family tight tonight, and I just. This bothers me. I'm upset.
And the terrible irony, and maybe it's important. And I made the comment before. Charlie Kirk's business was called Turning Point, and this may be the turning point.
American comeback.
Nicest, sweetest guy. Talking. What about their rhetoric? What about their freaking rhetoric? They're calling me a deplorable. They're calling me Hitler.
That's right.
They're calling me a Hitler supporter. Screw them.
Yeah. They said. That's right.
I'm tired of them.
That's right. Absolutely. Fire it up, my friend. We're not taking this anymore. I mean, thank you, John. I appreciate it. There you go.
Joey Manorino, do not politicize the murder of Charlie Kirk. Politicize it, every last second of it.
Exactly.
This must be a time for action and to effect change. This is nakedly political. The left wants you dead.
Yeah, turning point. It's the turning point. I hope somebody comes up with a sign or a logo, or Donald Trump comes up with a new thing or something about turning point, because this is a turning point.
Elon Musk and some other people are spending millions of dollars to put Arena's mural up in cities all across this country. Do not forget this girl that was murdered. I want Charlie Kirk's photo up on these murals too.
It's a turning point. This is a turning point.
And Laken Riley and everybody else has had to put up all this crap for the last since Obama was inaugurated.
Yeah, and they're still spewing it. The left is still spewing it. MSNBC is saying he was a firebrand and he was too divisive and hateful.
He deserved it.
Well, you dirty, rotten liars. He is exactly the opposite of divisive and hateful. Well, I mean, I can't believe it. And again, all their people are going to say, "Oh, well, that's why he got shot because he was such a firebrand and hateful." Good Lord. I mean, seriously.
Uses free speech?
He was probably he always had a smile on his. He was just a guy. He was just kind of 31-year-old father of a couple of kids, and I mean, just a nice man and smart and a debater. Smart. I mean, if you're a firebrand and a bonehead guy like me, you don't want to go into a debate. You want to make your point, scream and yell, and get the hell out of there before somebody is smarter than you are. Yeah, somebody figured he's much smarter than I am, which is very likely, and I wouldn't have an answer for it, so I wouldn't want to put myself myself in that position. So I don't want to debate you. I want to yell at you and then tell you to leave me the hell alone and do my thing. Charlie Kirk was the opposite. If you're a debater, it means you're willing to take it and talk and debate and argue and converse with people. I mean, it's exactly what you want in this country. Holy cow. Thomas Jefferson said the more you talk and debate things and learn things and all the other things, the better you are able to make a decision on what's important. The Jeffersonian theories of, debating and talking and conversing. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Charlie and Ben Shapiro were the two best debaters, I think, on the right. I hope Ben is taking steps right now to protect himself.
Well, Jesse Kelly and all the, all of
Jesse
them.
and Matt and Matt Walsh,
by the way,
and all of them.
Jesse Kelly tonight, we offer at 6 o'clock. I get to the parking lot and he's on my radio ready to go. Jesse Kelly, I can't wait to listen to him tonight. And again, he is a real firebrand. And he's the guy he doesn't call them Democrats, he calls them communists. And he says they're not soft on crime. They're doing it deliberately. They want crime in this country so they can continue to take control of it. They don't want this to end. Why do you think they had open borders? Why do you think no one's complained about Laken Riley or anybody else on the left? They want this to happen. They want disruption. It's the George Soros communist uprising. It's happening right. It just happened today again. Oh my God! I mean, seriously. Charlie Kirk murdered, giving a speech and reacting to questions about tranny violence, ironically. And he gets shot in the neck. His poor wife and kids. He was giving a speech at college and his wife finds, oh, by the way, Charlie just got murdered. How am I going to tell the kids? Well, good Lord.
Well, they're very small. They probably won't even know what's going on, to tell you the truth. They're very small and young and all that. To tell you the truth, there's really nothing going on in sports, to tell you the truth. If you want to just keep going with this, it's fine with me.
All right. Look, again, and we'd love to hear your calls on this.
Yeah, we got a couple calls in. If we're not going to do Pete Sports, we'll go ahead and...
Yeah.
Okay. We got Walter on the horn.
Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll work around the breaks for everything else. And again, we're winging it here because this is all happening as we speak. It happened live. Again, I thought it wasn't real when they said Donald Trump says Charlie Kirk said. I thought, oh my God, I hope that's AI. I mean that's how astounding this whole thing is. I'm sorry, Flounder. Who do we have here?
We got Walter.
Walter, welcome, sir. Can we have your comment, sir? Welcome aboard.
Hey, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir. You're doing fine. Thanks.
Outstanding. I just want to call in, salute to Charlie Kirk. I watched hours of him. He was polished, polite. He would kind of take on all comers and was always able to have the better point. Like you just said, he was a better debater, and it made them mad. And they're losers, so they had to flip the checkerboard. They had to kill him because they couldn't beat him. Yeah. And we've lost a great person.
Can you? I don't know how old you are, but I'm trying to think back of when there was ever a time in this country in my lifetime like this, and my overall question really is, what the hell happened to the Democrat Party? All of a sudden, the Democrats are a terrorist organization who rely on violence as their first reaction to an issue they don't like. When did that happen? Do you ever remember that in your lifetime? I don't understand what happened.
I don't. I'm 63 years old, and no, the Democrat Party went from ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Yeah. To this.
Yeah. The Democrat Party was in favor of and they were a union party. They workers' rights and unions, well, fine, good, stuff like that. But they still believed in, commerce and industry and the American, way of making a living. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But it happened bad. Yeah. Thanks, man. 5:15, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Somebody else holding on there, Flounder? All right, we'll take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
We'll come back. Again, 404-741-1230.
I'll tell you what happened. Valerie Jarrett and her ilk is what happened.
Well, that's a good point. I'd forgotten about Valerie Jarrett.
And Susan Rice.
Susan Rice and all of them, yeah. And Podesta and all those insiders. Jake Sullivan.
Psaki.
Yeah. Oh, God. Coming up, 5:15, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. Here we go.
Did you miss This Neil Bortz?
I am shocked.
Don't worry. He's live anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
Oh, that radio show.
Did traffic cause you to miss some of the Kimmer Show? Get it on the app.
It's all the kids talk about on Monday at school.
With anytime show replays from the Kimmer, Bortz, The Morning Extra, Clay and Buck, and so much more. Plus local headlines and breaking news. Grab the Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Well, it's a beautiful time of year, fall and everything, and Stovall & Company's got your wholesale landscape supplies. If you're a builder or contractor putting in somebody's backyard or patio or pool, they've got the seeds and flowers and plants and trees and shrubs and boulders and rocks. And don't forget, how about an outdoor fireplace or an outdoor kitchen? You're putting that in, they can take care of the concrete foundation stuff for that too. Stovall & Company, been doing this for 75 years. Paul and his boys have 11 locations, latest one up there in Canton. And if you have something you need specifically and they don't have it, they'll actually tell you where else to get it. What a company. StovallInc.com.
Hey, it's Lowe's for Howard Brothers and Ventrac. When it comes to tackling every job on your property, you need a true all-star, Ventrac. This machine runs the full playbook with over 30 game-changing attachments. That includes mowing, leaf cleanup, trenching, edging, brush cutting, and so many more. No matter the season, no matter the challenge, Ventrac is ready to win. Find these incredible machines at Howard Brothers or head to howardbrothers.com and reach out to their experienced Ventrac team today. Howard Brothers, serving you since 1955.
You've worked hard to save, and many even have a financial advisor. But is your portfolio as efficient as it can be? I'm here today with Evan Ward of Atlas Retirement, where our listeners can get a second opinion on their retirement savings. So, Evan, tell folks the biggest benefits of getting that second look.
Well, it's clarity. It's confidence. And I had a client come in the other day, and she thought, and she is, exceptionally conservative financially. And that's the way she had told her financial advisor to investors. She thought she was paying very little in fees. We came into the full review of her portfolio. She was taking a great deal of risk, so much so that she, in a good market, was down like 15, 20%. But then the thing that really put her over the top, the thing that she had no idea is she was paying about 4.5% a year in fees. It was an outrageous kick in the teeth to her. But the good news is there are ways to fix that problem pretty quickly and get you in line with what you actually thought you had.
Second opinions obviously are important, Evan, and as is reviewing what you have in place, right? You don't want to set it and forget it. You don't want to put a retirement plan together and just think, okay, now I'm good for the future, right?
Well, the way I view retirement and retirement plans is they're living, breathing things. Because the one thing I can promise you, I can promise me, and I can promise every single person that walks in our office is life will throw you curveballs. Things will change, and we've got to adapt with them. So if we aren't having annual reviews, and as you get closer to retirement even more so, we have to adapt and build from there.
If you'd like a second opinion when it comes to your savings and investments, call Atlas Retirement for a complimentary second opinion today. That number is 678-736-7799. That's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Veterans across Braves country are returning to our communities and need a trusted resource to navigate life beyond military service. The Warrior Alliance is expanding our impact and needs your support to change thousands of lives for the better. This is Kelly Kroll, and I'm inviting you to join us for an exciting benefit dinner, followed by an Atlanta Braves private event on Friday, September 12th to support veterans and their families. Special guests include powerful veteran testimonies and five-time All-Star Andrew Jones. Tickets are on sale now at thewarrioralliance.org.
If you've been waiting for the right time to make the switch to electric, this is it. At Jim Ellis Chevrolet, limited time incentives on select EVs are here now, but only through September 30th, 2025.
That means if you've had your eye on an electric car, this could be your last chance to save thousands of dollars.
Whether it's the all-new Chevy Blazer EV, the powerful Silverado EV, or something in between, now's the time to plug in and move forward.
Plus, at Jim Ellis Chevrolet, we make the switch easy with expert guidance, flexible financing, and a friendly team ready to help you every step of the way.
Don't wait. Visit Jim Ellis Chevrolet today or head to jimellischevrolet.com to find out more. But hurry, these savings disappear after September 30th. Jim Ellis Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
here we go, 5:20, back covering the murder of Charlie Kirk today. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and our number is 404-741-1230. We have calls lined up, and we'd love to hear from you, too. Just quick, if you just got out of work and just joined us, and if you've been listening along, sorry for the repeat, but Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point, was giving a speech Utah Valley University in Utah today, and he was shot in the neck by a sniper with a rifle in a building nearby. Now, they say it was either 200 feet or 200 yards. I don't know how far it was, but it was obviously not a handgun. It was somebody with a rifle in a building overlooking the platform, the stage where he was. And he was. And did you say Elon? Was it Elon Musk's daughter was there? Who's somebody?
No, Glenn Beck's daughter.
Glenn Beck's daughter was there. Glenn Beck was covering this, and his daughter was there, right there in the tent. Oh. And Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck. They took him to the hospital. He died. They had hauled a guy off, but that he was just yelling that he did it. He did not do it. The shooter is still on the loose. Apparently, the shooter's still on the loose. And Charlie Kirk was killed. Donald Trump, his official comment, and then we'll start getting some of the reaction. Well, in fact, let's go right to the phone. We still have people. Cowboy, let's go right to the phone calls. And again, I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it. Charlie Kirk's business was called Turning Point. I think this is a turning point. I'm turning my freaking stomach. I'm so upset. I'm mad about this, and I don't know Charlie Kirk from Adam's house cat, but I sure appreciated the fact that he was an honest, decent 31-year-old father of two little. They showed a picture of him with his little baby girl and his little kid. Oh my God! And that little sweet little blonde wife. Oh God! Can you imagine her? She's home, she's doing something with the kids, whatever, and because they're a toddler type thing, and all of a sudden she gets a phone call. Oh, we got how the hell is she supposed to cope with that? A guy who was an icon in this country, just because he was a decent, honorable American who was willing to talk with you, willing to debate. Guys like me don't want to debate because we're afraid somebody's going to be smarter than we are. Charlie Kirk was willing to do anything to talk about issues that are important to us all, and they silenced him with a bullet. You dirty, rotten communist did this. All right, Cowboy, you're on the radio, man. Sorry if I didn't mean to scream at you. I beg your pardon. What do you think? What's up? Welcome.
I was going to ask Pete if he had seen where Nancy Mace was on X and did that interview about the shooting. And also Pete said earlier that somebody said don't politicize it or something, but that's exactly what Kamala Harris just said was don't politicize the shooting, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I still haven't found anything where they had caught the guy. I was waiting on that. Because they said they had somebody in custody, and then they reported
it wasn't the guy.
Go.
Yeah, he was just some old fart yelling that he did it, but that wasn't the guy. The killer's apparently still on the loose. Yeah. Thanks, Cowboy. Appreciate it. Scotty the Window Guy, welcome aboard. 404-741-1230 if you'd like to join us. Charlie Kirk murdered today for speaking at
well, rest in peace, and God bless his beautiful wife and
little kids.
Beautiful children. I mean, 31 years old. That's just not right.
Daddy's not coming home tonight. How do you tell a 3-year-old girl Daddy's not coming home tonight? Where's Daddy? Oh, God.
I mean, it just, and the fact that I caught on Fox News, what I was going to say is they had let that old man go because he wasn't the suspect.
Yeah.
But why does Pelosi have to turn it into a whole show about now we have to really have gun control?
Yep, that's what they do. That's what they do.
I'm armed everywhere I go, and that's not going to stop, and so is my wife.
We need more guns. More guns.
I have a bad feeling the other caller that you talked to said that we're probably going to end up in a civil war, and it's going to be bloody.
Well, if it
already is.
Here we go. They're killing us already. They shot Donald Trump in the face. You're right. Yeah. Scotty, thanks, man. Again, I mean, this is unbelievable. I'm telling you, Turning Point. That was the name of his company, and this is a turning point. I feel it.
Yesterday, a guy named Omar tweeted, Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him. Literally, let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. So now people are sending that to the FBI. You might want to check on this guy. And McGill's has a great point here. McGill says, I don't think they understand that Charlie was the nice version.
Yeah. And again, the first thing the left has done, and Founder, we're going to play every soundbite you have if you can find the MSNBC one. Listen, if you can get that one ready here in a second. Another phone call. Okay, again, phone calls take priority. And
got Swatoon right now.
Okay, Swatoon, yes, sir. Welcome, man.
Just one thing, real quick. They get in the edge of the social media. They can kill the man, but they cannot silence his voice.
That's right.
His voice going to be booming all over social media and everywhere else for eternity.
Yeah. I think this is a turning point. I really do. In the honor of what he has meant and what he's done. And I don't think I think a lot of us, Swatoon, probably took for granted that Charlie Kirk was always. I used to love when all of a sudden we'd get to social media posts. People would send me stuff all the time when he was up in the mountains of Macon, and it was a thing from Charlie Kirk, and it was a great bit of wisdom, and it was something. It's an intelligent thing that was clever or witty, whatever. He was never a firebrand or a dirty, rotten, flamethrower. Some guy. He was interesting and funny and just a nice, decent guy, and they killed him. They killed him.
Well, if we wanna really silence the right or Charlie Kirk, you need to beat him.
Look, I think we lost you. You need to beat him at a debate or something. I think we might want to. I didn't hear what we lost your line.
Yeah, I said if you want to beat somebody like Charlie Kirk, killing him is not the way.
No.
The way is to beat him in debates.
Yeah. Yeah, but they can't do that. They're not. They can't do that. They're not good enough to do it. That's why they want to silence them for their own weakness.
You guys have a good one, and keep praying for family of the Charlie Kirk, and let hell come upon those who did it.
Yeah, thanks, Swatoon. I appreciate it. 5-15-27.
He was asked a question, how many trans Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? And Charlie Kirk answered, too many. A few seconds later, he was assassinated.
Yeah. Now, again, that's ironic as hell. I don't know whether the guy who shot him had any. Now, again, I don't know whether
irony.
Well, another thing. I assume there were loudspeakers because there was a crowd of thousands.
Oh, they knew why he was there. They knew what he was going to say.
Yeah, but But I wonder whether, in fact, if the guy was listening through an open window, obviously he had a rifle pointed at him.
That matters.
I know, but
he went there to kill him.
Well,
Didn't matter what.
When that's true. But when we find out, I wonder if he'll admit that was waiting for the thing to talk about trannies and the whole thing. And by the way, you know what? The fact that we're even thinking that, what a freaking disgrace. How is it possible that as grown men we're talking whether, because of being a tranny and the violence and the death and the depravity and killing children because you're screwed up on your gender? And now the whole thing is coming up again and murdering Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk?
No, he was assassinated. He was not murdered.
Yeah, again, I used the word assassinated earlier because he was a force. He was more than a political figure. He was a sense and a force of the conservative movement of the middle easygoing segment of us, not people like me who's a freaking crazy man.
He was the nice guy.
He was the middle guy. He was the decent, honest guy that you'd love to sit and talk with. You could have him over to your house. You probably like his family, and I bet his neighbors thought he was a great guy. This is not somebody you need to murder, except they didn't like what he said.
President Trump has ordered all American flags to be lowered to half-mast.
As it should be. This is just appalling. Charlie Kirk, 31 years old. And again, they just showed pictures of him with his wife and those two little kids. Oh, my God. It's just heartbreaking. I'm sorry, were you... Flounder got something there?
Right, did you want to get a couple more phone calls?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we got Anna on the horn.
Anna, thank you for calling. What a horrible thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's beyond everything we can imagine that this is actually a battle between, good and evil. He represented Jesus Christ and, the Christian faith and the morals of the Christian faith. And that, it was an assassin, but he died a martyr. He died for standing up for his beliefs, not only, in Christianity, but politically and for the world. To would make it a better place.
I think I hate to say it, even because I even talking about the fact that he's dead, but I think those comments are true. I think it's right to say it was an assassination. I think this is a turning point, and I think he will be a martyr to maybe, when Donald Trump won the election, it was because people who maybe didn't like him very much were saying, "No, wait a minute, we can't go with all this silly gender stuff and tranny stuff and boys and the girls team, and that's just not America. So it's time to change." And that was kind of a good sweeping momentum building thing. I hope this is going to shake up enough American. And by the way, the media's got to cover this now. I mean, so this is going to be all over the place. And I hope to God that this is in fact that he has become a martyr for the cause of just plain decency and honesty and getting along the right way instead of being the screaming maniac violence people these people are.
Yeah, he definitely is this generation Stephen. He could not be silenced, and he's got a great reward in heaven for all he's been through, and he was invincible up until the moment he died, which was ordained by God as the time that it was for him to leave Earth. So I'm faithful that good will come from this and that it will revive America, as sad as it is and as angry as most of America is. I want to see a move of God from this. I think that's a great way to put it. I'm glad you called. I think that'd be good for all of us. I really appreciate your comments. Thanks. Thank you. 531. Let's see. Flounder just sent me something here. Do we know who this is? This?
That's Barack Obama's
from Putty Tat. All right. Well, do we need to take up?
You can go. You can read it.
Okay. This is from Barack Hussein Putty Tat, the divider in chief. We don't yet know what motivated the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk. But this kind of despicable violence has no place in our democracy. That's what they always say. Violence of any kind. Michelle and I will be praying for Charlie's family tonight, especially his wife Erica and their young children. Well, that's nice. That's good. That's a nice thing to say. But they'll say, well, violence has no place in our democracy. Well, it's a little late now, you dirty, rotten scumbag. You're the one who caused the violence with the whole Ferguson, Missouri business. What? No place for violence. You punk. I hate these people. You freaking phony hypocrites. At a time like this, they come out with this phony piece of crap bourgeois.
And the media was spinning this within 30 minutes of him being shot. There's already spinning and blaming Trump, blaming conservatives, blaming even MAGA supporters who were just shooting off the guns like they were Yosemite Sam.
One of the first reactions was, remember all the people who said, well, it was probably one of their celebrations. It was a GOP celebrator shot him by accident. That's the first thing that came out on social media. Remember
MSNBC.
that? 2 hours ago. Unbelievable. All right, 5:33. We got more than that. And your calls, too. 404-741-1230 if you'd like to join us. Yeah. Oh, man. Charlie Kirk murdered. Charlie Kirk is dead.
Stream Atlanta's only conservative voice anywhere you go with the XTRA 106.3 app. Now equipped with Apple CarPlay. That means you'll always have Extra's crystal clear HD stream right on your dashboard no matter where you are. Download the all-new XTRA 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. Okay, you're driving along. Suddenly you hear that horrible sound of metal and crunching. It's an accident. Even if it's a little minor fender bender, man, that could be a nightmare. First, obviously, take care of yourself. But before you make a deal with an insurance company or anybody else, call David Van Sant with Van Sant Law. You know why? Because he used to work for the insurance company, so he knows how to get the right settlement and right away. Van Sant Law. Don't forget, if you don't get paid, they don't get paid. Protecting your interests. Insurance is great, but it's complicated. 855-GA-INJURY or vansantlaw.com.
Fall is here, football is back, and so is the perfect time to celebrate with something unforgettable. From September 15th through the 21st, enjoy up to 60% off all bridal and fine jewelry in store during our big Percentage Week sale. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs and Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Visit any of our 3 locations, Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com for the best selection and service. Family owned, trusted for generations, and home to Georgia's largest selection of fine jewelry. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, luxury, value, legacy. We will run out of the hottest items. Do book your appointment early and don't miss the Percentage Week, September 15th through 21st only. Solomon Brothers, where Georgia celebrates luxury, value, and legacy.
You upgrade your phone, you upgrade your wardrobe, even your lawn. So why not upgrade the part of your home that actually protects your family? Southern Exteriors specializes in roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and they're making it easier than ever before with 10% off any job or 12 months of 0% financing. Hey, it's Tug, and I know the folks at Southern Exteriors. They show up, they do it right, and they stand behind their work. Call them today, 877-9-SOUTHERN, or visit southernexteriors.co.
Hey, it's Los. We're here with Tom Mitchell, the honest car guy. Tom, I've learned a lot about this car buying process from you. Is that typical of most of the clients you've worked with?
Yeah, I'm finding out it's even more typical. I mean, people are learning more and more, and maybe it's because I overload them with information because I want to be able to sleep at night. I want to make sure you know everything.
Do I have to have a particular make and model in mind when I call you, or is it just open to anything I want?
It's open. I can get any make, any year, any model.
I might be looking to trade in my vehicle. Can you accommodate that as the honest car guy?
For sure. I mean, we love it when people want to trade in cars because honestly, it's best for you to trade in the car. Why? Because you get a tax savings.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the honest car guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog in our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. Consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards, so you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
From the latest breaking news to the conservative voices you know and trust, your best new follow on social media is XTRA 106.3. We're at XTRA 106.3 on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, and LinkedIn, and pretty much any social media you scroll through every day. And we drop exclusive giveaways, new daily content, and the latest breaking news from Georgia and across this great nation. Interact with your favorite Extra personalities. Get the latest on our live events and so much more. Follow at XTRA 106.3 across all your social media and keep up with Atlanta's only conservative voice.
5:38, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. We've kind of altered the basic nature of the program today because the Democrat Party murdered Charlie Kirk today, the 31-year-old father of 2 and the young bride. Apparently, assassins probably hired by Governor J.B. Pritzker, the fat-load governor of Illinois, who was glad that Charlie Kirk was murdered today and blamed Donald Trump immediately. Possibly involved with the suspected child molester Chuck Schumer might have actually hired the hitman. We don't know for sure, but as we get information, we'll keep you posted. Charlie Kirk freaking murdered, given a Utah Valley University today, talking with the students, and somebody shot him in the neck with a rifle from a distance away in a nearby building. Dead. Talking to college students. Dead. They killed him. And the nerve of if you just joined us, we don't have enough time to do it all. Social media erupted immediately with the left glad that he got shot. Before he was announced that he was dead, they were glad he got shot. They were hoping he died. Social media posts by the millions were hoping that he died. Well, he did die, and then they're celebrating that he died. that blue sky with that leftist Twitter-like account thing, celebrating the bullet. I mean, honestly, I've never seen you've never seen anything like this in this country, and because of the social media, because of this phone, you're going to get all of it, and I'm glad, because you should know these people are real and they're out there and they mean it.
They're so brazen and so proud of themselves that they're literally putting their faces on camera laughing about it.
Yeah. We're getting your reaction. Stan, we'll get Rick and Bumper Sticker Jim coming up. Stan, you're on the radio. Thanks for holding. Thanks for calling. What do you think? Charlie Kirk dead.
Hey, Kim, I'm just stunned. My thoughts are all over the place. God be with the Kirk family. God bless you and Pete and Flounder for what y'all do. But I want to comment on something you just read from Obama's response to this.
Yes.
About something, he used the word democracy.
Yeah.
There is an effort by the left and all these Democrats. They always talk about democracy.
Yeah.
It's not a democracy.
No,
it's a republic.
That's right.
And they're pushing they are pushing that narrative of we end this democracy because that's what they want, is a true democracy.
Yeah.
If we end up with a true democracy, we're screwed.
Well, again,
And
that's why they want to have Washington, D.C. become a state. They want Puerto Rico to become a state. They want to have, no electoral college. They want a popular vote, and they will never lose another election. So,
and I think back to again, my thoughts are all over the place.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. I'm getting old.
It's hard to be on. It's hard to be on the radio when going through stuff like this emotionally. I do it every day, and I do it for a living. So I know exactly what you mean. The loss of democracy.
It reminds me of what Rush Limbaugh always used to say about the Democrats. They are the enemy.
Yeah.
They are the party of evil.
Yeah. Stan, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And again, I can't wait to hear Jesse Kelly going home tonight, because he didn't call them Democrats. Again, two things for Jesse Kelly, if you never listened to him. Democrats are not Democrats, they're communists, period. That's what he says. And secondly, they are not soft on crime. They want crime. They're encouraging, allowing cashless bail. Whoever thought that was a good idea? Well, we have to take care of the poor criminals. Oh, really? I mean, seriously, they still believe it anyway. So screw these people. Okay.
If you think that we're jumping on Democratic Party too harshly,
please.
The Simsbury, Connecticut Democratic Party just tweeted, Charlie Kirk, who advocates for guns everywhere, got exactly what he deserved.
Holy God in heaven.
That's the Democrat Party.
Oh, my God. Hey, I believe in the rights of gunmen, too, so it'd be okay to just kill me because I believe that Americans have the right to have a pistol or a rifle or a gun? Oh, my God.
They're literally hunting down
snakes.
Christians now. They're hunting Christians.
They're a terrorist organization.
And patriots.
That was in Connecticut? Did I hear that?
Simsbury, Connecticut, Democratic Party. Proud to put that out there on Blue Sky.
He got what he deserved because he supported the rights of gun owners? So deer hunters, deer hunters would be also, you should kill them. Is that what you're saying, you Democrats, the Democrat Party? That's how far we've gone.
They're the enemy.
I'm sorry. Rick, do we still have Rick on the phone? And Bumper Sticker Jim's coming up. Rick, if you're there, you're on the radio, man. What's
we
up?
got Jim first.
Okay, Jim, I'm sorry. Bumper Sticker Jim. Yes, sir. What's up?
Hey, Cameron, it's been about 25 years since I've talked to you.
Oh,
good. Things.
Yes, sir.
Two quick things. Number one, that gentleman a while ago about it being a republic and not a democracy, they started this democracy business about 12 or 15 years ago. I caught it because I was taught in school that this is a republic.
Yeah.
The idea of a republic is to protect you from the majority.
Yeah.
Now, the second thing I want to tell you is that when I'm on social media, I've been using 3 terms against these communists for about the last 4 years. These terms are subhuman, fungus, and cancer. And I think everybody ought to start using those terms. Pick your favorite.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, don't forget, in the Pledge of Allegiance, it's and to the republic for which it stands. It's not for the democracy. Right. I mean, it brings it up again. Just read that to him. Hey, thanks, man. It's good to talk to you. Don't be such a freaking stranger, all right?
All right, now we got Bumper Sticker Rick.
We got Bumper. Oh, I got him backwards. Bumper Sticker Rick. Sorry, man. man. I'm not well. What's
no
up? What do you
worries,
think?
No worries. Sad day, fellas.
Yeah.
But one thing I had to point out that I just find absolutely disgusting is you have people like Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris getting on their social media and saying how much they absolutely despise this act.
Violence,
when you have them and the leftist media spewing all this crap that we're a bunch of Nazis and we're a bunch of hateful bigots.
We're
and all
dangerous.
this.
We are
And
dangerous to America.
Their followers that have little pea brains soak in all this information into their mind, and instead of doing their own research independently and just believing this stuff because they lack intelligence at that level, and then they turn around and commit these atrocities, and then you have these people that say, "Oh, how did this happen? This is horrible."
Yeah,
I mean,
what a
this
bunch
is,
of crap.
give me a break.
Yeah, violence has no place in our court democracy. My ass. You caused this. You Democrats caused this. You Democrats and you leftists and your social media freaking communists got such a... half this country so stirred up, they killed Charlie Kirk.
That they eat up every last bit of this stuff that they spew, and these people in high positions like Gavin Newsom know that these people are going to buy what they're selling, and then they turn around and do horrible things like that because they think America's coming to an end and we're Nazis and we're rolling in the tanks. It's unbelievable.
The Democrat terrorist party caused this. They're responsible for it. They have to take complete, and they never will. They're going to now. They've already started blaming Donald Trump and the insurrection, so-called insurrection of January 6th. Just despicable.
That lousy fat schmuck in Illinois already saying that. Get out of here.
That fat load. I know. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Rick. Good Lord. I mean, seriously, the nerve of these people rubbing it in, celebrating. He got what he deserved. Tell that to his wife. I swear to God, I'd love to be able to take his wife and go to that Sims, whatever the hell, in Connecticut and say, here's his widow. Tell her what you just said. Tell this woman here's her little baby and her 3-year-old too. Tell them what you just said about Daddy not ever coming home ever. They're going to watch him in his freaking coffin. Charlie Kirk murdered, of all people. My God, I mean, of all the conservative commentators or social contributors or anybody on the right, anybody on Fox News, of any of those anchor people on the shows on Fox News, and they, of all the people that represent a viewpoint they don't like, they go after Charlie Kirk. I mean, talk about
he was making a difference.
Yeah, but
he was going on the campuses and making a difference.
Nice guy, just a family, nice young man who was clever and cute. I mean, he was kind of, he had the little smile on his face, like he kind of knew what other people didn't. I mean, just a nice guy in every freaking way, and smart and willing to talk and debate people. He's not a screamer yellow like me. He was a decent human being, for God's sakes, and they killed him. You freaking Democrats killed him.
J.D. Vance, the vice president, say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a generally good guy and young father, to which Kitty at Adorn Me With Love tweeted, "You're next, tread lightly."
Well, do we have an address for this kitty?
Libs of TikTok has already turned it into.
Well, we're gonna. I mean, this is, my friends. This is despicable. There's a hole in their hearts.
The FBI should have a wing.
That's got to be a crime. That's got to be a crime. She threatened the vice president of the United States. That's right. Yeah.
Just for that.
And by the way, it's got to be an international, an interstate crime, FBI thing, because it's a more than one. It's all over in fact, it's an international crime. It's over social media in the world. Let's get Interpol that maybe, get her too. After we get her here. Oh, God, I'd like to check the thing. 5:30. 5. That's, I don't know what time it is.
Atlanta, it's Mark from Atlanta Safe House. Can I have your attention, please? I have an important announcement. Our president has a backbone. Thank you, President Trump, for standing up for the American people. We sleep better knowing our country is protected. And speaking of protection, criminals laugh when you purchase a fake safe from a big box store. There's no better time to visit Atlanta Safe House and see what a real safe looks like. But wait, there's more. Now through the end of the month, save hundreds of dollars on all Browning, Fort Knox safes and vault doors. Drop by one of our locations or go to AtlantaSafehouse.com.
Don't believe this nonsense you see on TV commercials about how uncomfortable a CPAP mask is. Take it from me. You wear one, especially the nasal pillow I use, for one night, and you will fight anybody that tries to take it away from you. But if they do take it away from you, you can get more at cpapsetcetera.com, cpapsetc.com. With a store in Alpharetta, same-day shipping. To your health, cpapsetc.com.
Hey, it's Front Office Lowe's for True Prep. True Prep, Atlanta's preparedness superstore, is not only the go-to location for security and preparedness, it's also the hotspot for incredible savings. Visit True Prep's new deals page to discover hot sales and clearance items on firearms, prepping gear, and more. Then, check out the used and consignment page for top quality guns and gear at unbeatable prices. Both pages update automatically throughout the day as new products are added. So check back often to snag the best offers. Check them out now at trueprep.com. That's TRU prep.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Now, I know there are plenty of HVAC companies out there, but let me tell you why Central Heating and Air Conditioning stands out from the rest. These days, it's hard to tell who's on first. Everybody wants to play. Many of the local HVAC companies, though, have been sold to large conglomerates. And some are even coming back under new names. But at Central Heating and Air Conditioning, they never left the field. They've been your hometown team since 1947. And their dedication to our community has never wavered. They are the grand slam you can count on. Central's team of experts know the game inside and out, delivering dependable service and personalized solutions every time. So don't get caught off base. Choose the HVAC team that's always been in the game. Get Carrier products, Carrier warranty, and Carrier peace of mind. Turn to your Atlanta Carrier experts. Central Heating and Air Conditioning. Call them today, 770-GET-HEAT, or visit them online at centralheat.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Life is unpredictable. But when trouble comes, you need a team you can trust. At A Second Chance Bail Bonds, we've been helping families for nearly 20 years, providing fast, professional, and discreet service. With 12 locations across Metro Atlanta and Birmingham, we're available 24/7 to get your loved one home, quick and with care. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call 404-BAIL-OUT, that's 404-BAIL-OUT, or visit atlbail.com today.
Saturday afternoon, it's a huge ACC matchup down on the flats as Brent Key and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets host Dabo Sweeney and the Clemson Tigers in Atlanta.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Jackets.
The Rattling Wreck kickoff show's on the air at 10 a.m. Then it's a 12 noon kick from Hyundai Field at Bobby Dodd Stadium, right here on the flagship home of Georgia Tech.
680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
All right, hold everything. A lot of stuff breaking here on the reaction to the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Democrats again.
Oh, my God. The Democrats assassinated Charlie Kirk today at a college campus, talking with students and having conversation with people. They shot him in the neck and killed him. And the reaction is unbelievable. In fact, Pete, this is from Libs of TikTok. I'll tell you, God bless these people. I mean, here... Okay, I'm going to read part of this. I don't know whether, is there sound to go with this? Or
yeah, there's sound. It's hard to hear some of it because it's from a distance, but...
all right, well, go ahead and read what you just found here from Libs of TikTok.
Hopefully it's not AI, but basically, it looks real. Representative Lauren Boebert requested a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk. Democrats immediately started shouting no and started melting down and screaming and hollering, and the guy had to bang the gavel and say there has to be order in the House.
Oh, man, this is, let's see if we can get it.
That's who they are.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to hear. But again, these Democrats are they're celebrating that Charlie Kirk was assassinated basically by the Democrat Party, which is now the Communist Party. These people are in danger. They're terrorist organizations.
They stopped for George Floyd, a career criminal who tried to kill a pregnant woman by shooting her in the stomach and killing her baby, too.
Yeah.
They celebrated him on the floor.
They have statues. I'm sorry, Flounder, what do you got?
I was going to say your phone's by the microphone, so it's making that noise.
That was the guy calling for order. I'm sorry. Well, I thought I had it was up in that little corner thing. I'm sorry.
Are you able to get any of the sound from it there?
Well, I will do it right now.
No, not you. I thought Flounder was maybe trying to get it.
I got it, but it's
kind of hard to hear. She wants a prayer.
Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. Shh. The House will be in order. Shh.
I want the name of every
Democrats in
Democrat
Congress are yelling no for prayer for Charlie Kirk. Democrats in the House of Representatives.
Tell us who you are. That's who they are.
Holy
Remember every one of them.
crap! And Flounder, Pete, can you play the J.B. Pritzker again, the governor of Illinois?
I don't think I still have that there, but basically he just blames Trump and January 6th for it. Basically.
Okay. Yeah.
But see, the whole thing's a minute, so you have to.
Okay. And how about the MSNBC guy? I think we have that, Flounder. Let's play that before we run out of time. Again, these are the reactions from the mainstream media and social media and places like MSNBC.
We don't know if this was the supporters shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about this. But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups.
Everything he said is a lie. He originally said, first thought was, well, it's probably some supporter of conservative causes shot him by accident. And then he says he's the most divisive, hate speech-filled guy. I hate these people. They assassinated him, and now they're complaining he deserved it. And remember, the people in Simi something or other in Connecticut, the Democrat Party said he's always talking about guns. He got what he deserved.
There's a footage now that shows the assassin allegedly running on the roof moments before Charlie was shot dead. Some people actually saw somebody laying down on the roof.
Oh, my God. Gee, that sounds a little familiar. They saw somebody lying down on a roof.
And then running.
Holy criminy. I mean,
I'm telling you, you're Ben Shapiro or anybody, you get Elon on your side and have him get you some security.
Good grief.
They're hunting conservative.
I mean, that's just... I can't believe it. I can't believe Charlie Kirk is dead. I honestly can't. Father, do we have any? If we have any calls waiting by, let me get.
No, we're good.
Okay, we're good. We're running out of time. 5:57. Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
Yeah, Daily Mail. Democrats reject prayers for Charlie Kirk as moment of silence devolves into shouting match. These people are lower than scum. They're demonic.
There's got to be video. There's always a house video camera. Let's get who all these people are. We need to see who they are. We need to talk to them. And we need to have reporters, Peter Ducey or somebody going to say, why did you boo a prayer? A prayer. How could you boo a prayer for anybody? First of all, how could you? Somebody wants to do a prayer for somebody dying.
They prayed for George Floyd.
Yeah, exactly. They put statues for George Floyd.
Burn in hell, George Floyd.
Good Lord. I mean, seriously, they're celebrating that Charlie Kirk was Charlie Kirk of all people, a talking guy. This is a turning point. His company name is a turning point, and this is it. I'm telling you, the people are calling here who never would have been risen to this level if it hadn't been for something like this. And this is the 2 days in a row now. These all this stuff that's breaking about the way America's going to hell in a freaking bucket. And here we go again. They assassinated Charlie Kirk. Of all the, it's just, and they're blaming Donald Trump. Pritzker blamed Donald Trump. He said Donald Trump is dividing America into people, and this is the kind of violence you would expect. And then he also blamed January 6th protesters, which he called rioters.
And that Graham Linehan, the British guy who was arrested when he landed at Heathrow because he said something about trannies, is now back in the United States. And before all this happened today, he tweeted, "Thank God I'm back in the land of the free where I can speak my mind." And Charlie Kirk just got killed, assassinated for speaking his mind in the land of the free.
Cow. What a disgrace. Well, if you don't mind, I want to end with this that I was given earlier today from Milton, which I had forgotten, and I'm going to remember here shortly again. Tonight, 24 years ago, 246 people went to sleep in preparation for their morning flights. 2,606 people went to sleep in preparation for work. 343 firefighters went to sleep in preparation for their morning shift. 60 police officers went to sleep in preparation for the morning patrol. 8 paramedics went to sleep in preparation for their morning shift. It was the last day that fathers and mothers hugged their children. Husbands kissed their wives. Girlfriends hugged and kissed their boyfriends. None of them saw past 10 a.m. on September 11th, 2001. In one single moment, life may never be the same. So live and enjoy the breaths you take today. Tonight, before you go to sleep in preparation for your life tomorrow, kiss the ones you love. Snuggle a little tighter. Never take 1 second of your life for granted. Never forget September 11th, 2001. God bless America. Semper Fi.
Streaming across Georgia on the XTRA 106.3 app. This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey broadcasting station. XTRA 106.3.
Lowered to half staff until Sunday evening after the death of conservative icon Charlie Kirk.
Kirk, the co-founder of Turning Point USA, was taking part in a debate on campus when a single shot was heard. This witness said she could not believe what was happening.
I was watching from pretty close up, and I heard a pop, and I thought, no,